Well, no, like during the show, I'm like, that's unprofessional. You need to be here in person.
All right, that shit's live. So, my fat body. All right, hey, it's the Phuck It Show with RP Killa,
Valerie,
Ace,
Andy,
and Eli.
okay.
And today, Valerie has a bunch of shit she wants to talk about.
Hi guys. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you everybody for coming back. We have some old faces, some new faces. Thank you, Mr. Andrew, for coming to be with us today. As you guys can see, this is a live.
Yes.
But we just want to let you guys know that we are officially back for season 2 of the Phuck It Show. As you guys know, our first season is completely up on YouTube right now. If you guys want to go watch that, catch up with us, and then come back, or you can go watch us now and then go over there and catch up with season 1. We are going to be doing a holiday special, so all the videos are going to be going up. This is a live right now, but we will have the video up on YouTube later, and it is going to be part of the season 2 holiday special. So this is the first one, and I'm excited to be back. What have you guys been up to? I haven't seen any. Well, I see you every day. What have you been up to, Ace?
me, just fucking around.
Hey.
These boys here.
Nice.
Pause.
Strong pause.
So is everybody good? Has everybody been doing good? Everybody eating
Everything's
good?
great.
Yes.
Not eating good, but living alive.
I know
So
that's
explain
right.
what happened to the man bun, buddy.
Yes, you did have.
I had I had it long enough, so I started like braiding it up and everything. But then I forgot something happened like midway through the year where I was just money started getting tight. And I was like, well, I'm not able to get it done free. And then the people that wanted to do it were starting to charge like some wild prices. I was like, I need to pay $35 for the haircut because it was a fade and shape up on top of the beard, and then to pay another like 30 something, like 60 for the hair. And I'm like, I'm not making enough money at the time, so I was just like, nah. So I chopped it off, and I wanted it short already, anyways. So I'm gonna regrow it probably sometime next year, but it's gonna be the entire like everything, not just the top. So it'll be the entire all thing long, and then eventually it'll go back to just the top part, and then we'll start from there.
Okay.
So that's my ball, bro. Go something good.
There you go. All right, I want to give a shout out to people who actually answered my post on Orlando Comedy Scene or wherever the hell the name of that group is. There was a picture drawn by Parker Dunce. He drew this, and yeah, I don't know if you guys want
Is
to.
that of you?
No, it's not of
I
me.
thought it was
It's just,
What is this picture?
It looks like Thief for a
I
second.
think you're the thief.
Assassin's Creed.
maybe.
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. But he said, hey, I need some artwork, so he drew that up. So yeah. Parker
Nice.
Dunce, you can look
Follow
him
him,
up on
look him
Facebook.
up.
All right, that's the first
Extremely creative. You
said
gotta give it up close on that, and it's drawn in pencil.
You said that you needed artwork to
thing.
give
No. He put on there, do you need artwork? And
Mr. Parker Dunce,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your drawing. Extremely good. Go follow him. Shout out. Very talented.
I'm the guy with the picture of Danny DeVito with Eric Andre's face. So, just in case.
That's the best combination of both.
Thank you. I want to wish Sully Bill a happy 27th birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, Sully.
Old now.
Yes.
Adam Murray replied, and he wants us to watch his YouTube video of him sneaking in 30-inch pizza into the movie theater.
That sounds tough.
What is his name?
Adam Murray.
Okay, Mr. Adam Mary, we should watch your videos, and everybody watching our live, go follow him and go watch his videos.
Charles Interest says, tell people to like my Facebook statuses harder.
I can't press the button harder than I can.
Okay.
Like, mine's the screen.
I shall like your stuff harder.
You gotta break that mouse.
Make sure you break that mouse, guys. Aaron Sodergas tells people to write. When I responded to him, he tells me comedy. So, write comedy, people. And then Joe I wrote that shit.
Let me see.
Sensabella. Listen to Cup of Jokes podcast. All right, that's one.
Okay, go follow,
that didn't
guys.
go anywhere.
Not at all, but I'll take it.
Drop it on the floor.
We gotta do those shout outs before we actually continue.
Yeah. So, clearly,
I lost it, isn't it?
Valerie, you go ahead and talk about some stuff that's non-anime related because I'm pretty sure this shit's gonna get
Okay,
good.
so on the next episode, we will be discussing animes, and I know they're all dying to talk about it because they're like their blood is like literally pumping, but I'm not prepared just yet. So we're gonna be talking about, to begin, I thought a really good way to come back to the show would kind of be to talk about all the things that happened in 2019. This year was definitely a wild one. Very interesting. A lot of things happened, and I think it would be pretty cool if we can all go around the table. I'm gonna throw some subjects at you guys, and you guys tell me what you guys think. Okay? Are you ready? First one, Area 51.
Nudge Andy, come on.
I totally forgot.
What do you think about that, Andrew?
It would have been amazing to see 1 million people storm Area 51.
What's that one thing that we saw? It was like 10,000 Kyles. Juiced up Kyles.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, man, it's sad that only one brave man, that Naruto runner.
You didn't see that?
There was a guy, yes.
Yeah.
There was a news reporter, like, announcing, oh, this is going on, blah, 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 and he just, like, ran behind her.
Did he get shot?
No, he did the Naruto run, but
They were
he didn't make it that far.
bad for him.
There's
Let him in.
Death is just.
Yeah, but like I think
He
you get
probably
past
belonged
the
there.
gate,
He, like,
there's
walks out with, like,
36
one
miles.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
walks
This
out with
shit.
oh no, I'm gonna say it.
What ended up
He's
happening
probably
was-
operating on Doritos and Mountain Dew, so.
Mainly Dorito.
No, that's
mixed
also some Halo
together.
shit.
Oh,
Ooh.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, who thought about it? Like, who was like,
It
hey,
was
let's go
some
on
random-
Facebook and let's put Area
Facebook,
51.
it was a Facebook dude.
They showed the video. It was a random guy who was just like,
Wasn't it like a joke?
no,
Yeah, and then people took it
but-
seriously, I think.
No,
something
he kind of was
that.
like, hey, it would be cool if we would like storm Area 51, kind of get people together. So I kind of just threw it up there to see what would happen. A couple people,
And then
once it got to like 100,000, I thought this was real. They got to 1 million, and then he was like, yeah, but he like canceled the thing. He's like, he canceled it once it hit 1 million, came close. He's like, yeah, I never was able to make it, and blah blah blah.
And people still wanted to go.
Yeah, like 40 or 50 people made it. He didn't
Yeah,
go,
they
so I
went.
was there. But like they showed me his video, and he's like standing there in his like anime clothes and doing a Naruto run.
Yes.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. White boy with a Naruto headband. God bless us.
Please
Yeah,
let
but
us
the
know
military
what you
was
think
nice.
about Area 51 and everything that went down with it. We would definitely love to hear your comments. Now, I would have to say this, and to add to this subject that we're going to talk about, it just came out, this was the most successful song of 2019, which was Lil Nas X Old Town Road remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. This song was very controversial when it first came out because he made it a country pop song, but the country charts did not want to recognize the song as a country song. So that's when Billy Ray Cyrus came and sang the song with him, and because
Fucking killed it.
and because he was with him, they allowed him back in the country charts, and then it turned out he killed all of them. #1 song, longest running song in #1.
Wait, no, he didn't. They didn't allow him back in the country charts.
Didn't they? I
Not
thought
that I
they
saw.
did.
I just saw that he was like,
I mean-
like, I'm on his country now. They're like, we're not gonna allow it. And he just fucked up everyone else's charts. Like no one else in his.
Well, he made #1 on everything.
Oh, yeah, no, he
it was
killed it,
like
but
the
I don't know
most
if he ever
successful
got-
song ever.
Yeah.
Is it that good, or is it just people wanted to hype it up because of everything that it
It's
went through?
quick. The kids love the fuck out of it, and when you're drunk, that shit hits.
It really
But
does.
it was
Everybody
it
has the
isn't
horses
as-
in the back now.
It isn't as great as you would think. It would be like it was
The
cool,
lyric,
and I was like,
yeah.
oh whatever. Oh, I don't care about the lyric part. I've been there, but like for enjoyment, it's like it's in and out. It's cool, and then like I said, Billy Ray killed his shit. Like I was like, okay, what was sing? But yeah, it was just because it's 2 minutes, and that was everywhere. So it just keeps getting replayed and all that. So I mean, it's a decent song.
I like it. I like the
Yeah,
song
but
too.
he went from being poor to like
Yeah.
millions of dollars. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I heard that song, I misheard the lyrics. So when it says, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town roads, not gonna lie, I misheard it as I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room. Hey.
Some people do that stuff.
Hey,
For
it's 2019.
Speaking of horses,
real. Oh my god.
I had a conversation with Valerie yesterday.
Sounds terrifying.
It was.
Well,
And it was like at 8 o'clock in the morning too.
And
Like
not
waking
only
up.
is this gonna show how much I care about animals, but I just found out horses have real vaginas.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, horses have.
Okay, so
Alright, hear me out.
exactly. Let's get to the story.
Hear me out.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to hear about the horse vaginas.
Alright, I'll explain the horse mating thing. But anywho, I always thought animals poop their babies out.
Yeah.
I had to explain to him how animals actually.
No. I saw a video of a donkey and a horse.
And then I explained to you that it's real, like it's a real vagina.
And also,
That baby makes you mule, honestly.
yeah, but mules can't make other mules.
Yeah.
Just like
sterile.
ligers.
Because it's a
like
hybrid.
ligers
It's
can't make
like-
other ligers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hybrids.
So anywho, horse vaginas actually do this kind of like twitching to invite them in.
Like palpitating.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we do the same thing in humans do the same thing.
Why?
It's called
I just
twerking.
want to know what
Fluffy?
the
I was like,
It's working.
Twerking.
So anywho, all horses.
Yes. So.
Twerking horse vaginas.
Yikes!
That
work,
went
yes,
to a
sir.
whole nother level.
Don't let me get started on ducks.
Yeah. Next subject.
We had a conversation about ducks too, sadly.
No, just ignore it. Just power through. Next
Well,
one. Next one. Just power through it.
Well, this one is more recent, but it has caused a lot of conversation, which is the Joker movie. I personally have not seen it myself, but I've heard that. So you guys probably
Here's a funny thing.
let me know.
I told this to Eli and Andrew.
That's life.
Cameron has not watched the movie yet.
Oh no, mine neither.
For the longest time, when I would speak here, he would say to every single guest, "Well, that's life." I'm like, "You watched the Joker movie, right?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Where'd you get this from?"
I've always said that.
That's literally the tagline. Like whoever for the entire movie. That's like the tagline for it.
That
And it's a
goes,
song.
that goes to one of my other things where Cameron is God.
Oh, thank
But
you.
yes.
Well, speaking of which,
Was it that bad though? Like people are saying that psychologically, for people who might be sensitive to certain things like that, it might trigger them.
Are you
because
talking about like
of the
as-
matter subject?
fucking incels? Is that what you're talking about?
Are you talking about like in the from like the murder scenes or some shit?
I don't necessarily think it's the murder scenes because every movie kills people or has murder or whatever, but I think it's because the process of him being like this, I guess, bullied, wannabe clown performer, whatever, to like becoming mentally unstable to then eventually become the Joker. It says that that's what people took very sensitive to. Kind of diabolical, I guess they were calling it, but then again, when people are going through extreme like trauma situations or like whatever he was facing when it comes to like bullying or like loss or just like however he was feeling, it can be very dark and it can be sometimes even diabolical feeling, and it's not that it's even that, it's just it's so much pressure on a person that they can kind of lose their mind for a little bit. When you lose your mind, if you go to like a mindless place, so yeah, people are gonna act ways that are not normal or we consider normal, but that's just the process that they're going through. So I don't think that they were trying to like, I haven't seen the movie, but from what I read, and I know Joaquin Phoenix is like an amazing actor, like I don't think he's out there just doing drama or wanting to be dramatic. I feel like he really put a lot of thought and work into his performance and his character. So I think people need to stop being so sensitive. I think we're in the era of everybody is so sensitive. I think we should applaud him for the great work that he did. And everybody's used to seeing like the Jokers, you know, like the Batman Jokers. And I think he made the Joker like a real person, like you and me or anybody else, not that like Gotham world in comics. So maybe that's what people probably, it was too real for them.
I'll let you take it first.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it twice. Definitely, one of my favorite movies is 2019. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand, you know, people can be kind of sensitive because the material is pretty, it is pretty, like, real, kind of hits home a little bit, but, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those movies that, you know, like every generation has that movie that the world needs at that time, and I feel like the Joker is like one of those movies that like with just everything that's going on, like we kind of need. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, the movie alone says a lot, just about our society and just like the way that we should treat each other, pretty much. So yeah.
Just how they treat like mentally ill and
Yeah.
Unstable people.
Mhm.
Yeah, just I think we all need to treat each other like a little better. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. So that's my 2 cents. Eli?
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what they were complaining about, because I remember hearing about it, but first I thought they were complaining for like the gruesomeness of it, but I mean, we could probably all name movies that have been worse.
Oh yeah.
I think their thing was like they were trying to what was it? Use like mental illness as an excuse for why he does what he does or becomes whatever. But if you like were to actually go through the movie, it's besides the fact that he's mentally ill, and it's also like loosely based on Gotham. Gotham was like a horrible city, and so like it's being put through something to real life, whereas like budgets. I'm trying to say without spoiling the movie, like budgets are being cut in certain things, certain people having their problems, and then like how like even through all this, he's trying to be nice. And every time he tries to be nice, something like cuts him on the knees, and then like it's only to a certain point before somebody finally snaps. So whatever controls us, whatever makes him snap, and when you get to that area where you're mentally fractured, where you don't see white or black, it's just all gray. Like he's just able to just like he doesn't differentiate anything. It's kind of like, all right, well, we're done with you, and is able to like get rid of people or get his revenge in a way. But it's mainly because like everything that has happened. So like it isn't like they said it was. Like, he doesn't start off normal. Something happens, boom. It starts off already mentally disturbed, and then stuff that's not supposed. And then because I don't want to spoil the part what happens, which is what really sets him over. Is like you start finding out that like he's been disturbed, and he finds out something that completely cracks him, and this is when the Joker finally takes over.
Yeah, it's sort of like goes back with the storyline, the One Bad Day storyline.
Yeah.
It only takes one bad day.
Yeah.
I mean, they also did it on the TV show as well.
Yeah.
One bad day to change somebody.
Yeah, he definitely like from the start of the movie, like he's already.
It's already a shitty day. He gets beat up like 10 minutes.
He already.
No niggas getting deep. There was a little Eli in the background, some tall one. And it was like, give me my son. First of all, the beats are funny. They were like, yo, this nigga ran a 4.2 in clown shoes. I was like, damn. Like, he was just chasing the kid in clown shoes. Next thing you know, he just gets destroyed.
OBT with high heels.
That's talent. That's talent. Yeah, that's real talent right there.
His run is
They're also police officers, so don't go down OBT
Some of
looking for
them.
love. Most of them.
well, you know what? I'm safe still. No, I still want to know from a fan standpoint if he needs shoulder surgery or was that just CGI? Bro, his left arm was just every time it was like.
He said that.
It's like, what's with his arm? And like, no one wants to answer.
Yeah, because the next day he was like, yo, the only one thing he said was like, what about that shoulder?
It was,
So
you know how
you
like
ever
you like
see
this,
this?
and your
Let
arms
Eli
are
know
normal.
what was going on
And
with
so
the
like,
shoulder.
if you like normal, like your shoulders go like that.
Hunch a little.
His will hunch, flatten out, and go like that. Like it was just like you could like.
He had like a dent or something?
Yeah, like instead of like curling, this one would just go like kind of flat, while this one curly. You could just place TV or something, it would not fall. It was like.
If anybody was part of the Joker or Joaquin Phoenix himself, if you can answer us the question, what was going on with the shoulder?
I'm pretty sure Joaquin is back in Puerto Rico doing some wild.
He lost a lot of weight for that role, yes, he did say.
It wasn't that much, she said. It was like 15. He wanted to gain more, and the guy was like, nah, lose weight, fatty. He was like, oh.
Wow.
But
that's Hollywood for you.
he definitely, what was it? There was only 3 scenes in the entire movie he wasn't in. Like a total of like 5 minutes. He was in
So
the
he ran the whole
entire movie. And this might be the first time a comic book movie like wins like was the best actor or something like that. Like,
They say
if he
doesn't,
doesn't, he'll get snubbed just because it's a comic book movie. But
Yeah.
Even though it's not
Mark
really.
Mark Scorsese.
I know it really isn't. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's barely sprinkled in. Like if you were to take away it and just say this is New York and like a regular person, then that's all.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes it is they needed they just needed people to wear face paint.
It took me forever to figure out Gotham City was New York.
Hell yeah, it's good. I mean, they still call it Gotham City now. They took the nickname in like mid 2000s. Like fuck it, it's Gotham City.
I always thought Gotham City was kind of
Like Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was
Isn't that
Chicago.
midway?
I think in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, like
that
in the
was in
Nolan
Chicago, I
movies.
think, yeah.
Like they filmed it in Chicago. But yeah, like I always
It's so expensive over there.
I always thought like Gotham City, like even in the comics, like always like served like as like a fantasy version of Chicago.
I'm thinking it was either in Suicide Squad or Batman versus Superman. They actually show in Gotham City that the license plate shows in New York.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, but
That might be.
my wife told me, "What are you fucking
No,
stupid?" Yeah, it's in New York, and I was like, "What?" She doesn't even watch this shit. So.
Dad, all the subjects that we're talking about, if you guys have any comments, if you guys want to share your opinions with us, please don't hesitate to. Obviously, we're giving our personal opinions, but if yours differ from ours, it's okay. We would like to hear them. If you agree with us, we would like to hear them too. And always open for suggestions on what you guys would like to hear us talk. Now, to wrap up, I have two more. We can run through them real quick. They were kind of the two big controversies that happened this year. The first one is the Juicy Smollett. What is Juicy? What is his name?
Jesse. Who the fuck did you get Juicy?
Yeah, he might be a little juicy now.
Bro, he got off the finesse of the year.
He did. So
he got his job back and nothing's happening to him, man. He's trying to sue the police. and the dude who beat him up he's gonna be in the movie. He's got a role for something.
Oh my God.
Everybody made it, so it worked out to plan. He saved his job. He got some money. He bought a suit, make more money. No one gives a fuck. And then the other two dudes are in jail, and one's about to further his acting career. This is the dumbest shit ever.
Hey man.
I totally forgot about
That
it.
show was trash.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was last year because I've been hearing about this. I feel like forever.
The thing is, it was such a big thing when it happened, and then it died down, and then it picked up again when the police were like, "Oh, we have
Those are my
information,"
fucking
and then it picked up again when he's gonna sue them.
Let's just
and it's just like
agree.
he's brought it the whole year.
Chicago had a bad year. We'll just say
Yes. Oh
them
my
and R. Kelly.
God.
Him and R. Kelly.
Oh, that was my other new
That's
R.
what I
Kelly. That was
figured
my
it
other
was.
subject. Yeah.
I totally forgot about Jesse. I'm pretty sure I'm like, all right, R. Kelly's one. What else happened? I didn't
Listen,
know it.
whether or not R. Kelly is guilty, that nigga music ain't going.
I was gonna say, like, let's be honest, who's still listening to R. Kelly music? Like, I'm not gonna look for
I
it.
never
but
really was a big fan of his music
Ignition-
either way. I mean,
I ain't need that negativity. No, but like, please, if Ignition remix comes on and you change it, I'm throwing you out my car. Like,
I don't even
you're not.
realize you're good.
Yeah, you
Oh.
know Gucci Man. No one knows
That's
about
a
that.
whole other problem. Well, yeah, I know about that.
Well,
Rest in peace to that girl.
yeah.
I
Rest in
just,
peace.
my thing is like this has been going on.
changed
Well, his whole situations and his scandals have been going on for a very long time. So I'm just like, what now brought it that people are actually taking action and they actually want to put him
Because
out
he
there?
had a
Like,
dungeon this time. That's why.
oh, that's what broke the point of the dungeon.
Yeah, no. What broke it? Well, besides the dungeon was that like, was also his friends are weird because
Oh,
no.
You saying his lawyer?
No, his friends.
No,
Yeah,
look at
his lawyer's a little
His
special
lawyer got
too.
the dreads
I
and
didn't
stuff.
pay
And he be like,
You got something in your teeth.
You're right. Well, there was one where he was doing a press conference or whatever, and somebody walked through the camera, and he looked, and then he was like, "You're walking through the camera." He's like, "Bitch ass nigga, I beat your ass."
The lawyer?
No.
Oh.
Dude said it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
is he getting out of jail, y'all think?
No.
Hell yeah, he getting out.
Oh.
They got Bill.
What do
Bill
you guys
Stuff.
think? Let us know.
He's probably
if
gonna-
Kim
he's probably gonna
Kardashian picks
get
up
out.
for him, then he
Yeah.
might, because Kim is like
Oh, we
25
don't.
and
We
0 and
cannot
saving
speak
people.
about them.
I mean, well,
He
she's
made
getting
it a
that
law.
people
They're
out.
banned. So anything
It's
K
because she's
related.
here, it popped up.
Okay.
No.
But for inmate reform,
She's-
yes.
Wait, she
Actually,
killed
I
it,
mean,
maybe.
finally something actually
It's okay. She just
worthy.
trying to get other dudes out so she can dick them down later. So
That's awkward. You know what you came here
We're
for.
gonna
Your
get
freedom.
so much hate from the Kardashian fans. This is
So-
ridiculous.
I
Are there any
have you looked at her resume? Yeah,
I
exactly.
have.
They all look like me.
Like you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a few that looked like Eli. Like,
Miles Austin?
huh? What?
Oh, you know there was a meme about her though that was like, have
About
you
her
not?
wearing diapers?
No.
She
I mean,
does, right?
I'm pretty sure they have.
No, she wears diapers. No, I swear on everything, bro.
He don't like them, but he knows everything about them.
Yeah, you
I'm
have no
a rage
choice.
rebel.
You have no choice. If you listen to anything like Urban or anything like that, they're on that
She wears
shit.
diapers so she doesn't have to run to the restroom at award shows and shit.
Oh, that-
Yeah, exactly.
Kim, I would like to know if that's true or not, sis.
It's on her TV show.
Terrifying.
I mean, there was a meme saying, "Oh, have you not noticed though that the one that like showed her whole situation online is the only one that's married?"
Are you talking about Ray J? That
No.
nigga is funny.
No, it was
Oh
a
my
meme.
god, have you guys never seen Ray J just be hilarious?
I forgot
Have
about
y'all
that.
never
Like a
seen
good
or
minute
heard
too.
the one the Breakfast Club rant with Ray J?
No.
Oh yeah, it was the first episode.
No, it was like they're about to get canceled like episode like 50, and then Ray J calls in drunk as fuck from Las Vegas. Like,
Man.
fuck this nigga Fab, yo. Yo, he don't want his money to go to him. Go at him, nigga. And I was just like, yo, stab. And Fab was just like, this nigga crazy.
No, speaking of Ray J and Fabulous, like you ever listen to a Vince Staples interview?
Oh, it's fucking classic every time.
Oh my god, he was like, yeah.
I've never heard a song
where's-
from him.
Well, he was like, where's Fabulous now? Ray J checked his ass. You don't hear from him no more.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, they were giving a meme because, like, at the end of the day, if it is true, she's the only one that's married and has like a real legit full
Yo,
family.
it's a scary game because like he was talking on the sorry to interrupt. He was talking
You're
about
good.
the Joe Budden and Joe. He
He
was
I
talking
know
about
you
like
guys are
getting
hard
murder.
either way, so-
He was like, yeah, he's like, nah, man, like don't even do that. Like when you get caught, just accept the years. Don't fight it because you're gonna get 10, you're gonna get 5. If you fight, you get 15. So what you really gotta do is you know shoot the gun, get the clips. When you're gonna go for another one, just change the clips out. You start with 9, you go to 38, you go to 15, and you done. Dump the gun, nigga. I was like, why are you saying this? And as they're talking, Joe Budden's like, all right, guys, and then we
Oh,
look
wait.
rock.
No, somebody's like,
Rewind that shit.
Yeah.
Like the only person crazy to him is Kevin Gates.
Isn't
Kevin
he a
Gates was
football
so
player?
bad while he was talking. Rosenberg had to just blast music for like 5 seconds because even in his
Okay.
music he tells you how to like. No, Kevin Gates will tell you how to get away with crimes. He's like, break down the door, hold the gun, take your pants off, and they're like, and then I'm like, wow, that's gay. He's like, nah, man, listen, what you need from him? Phone in the pocket, phone's in the pocket, money's there. If he got a gun, he can't reach that shit. If you see the gun pull up, blast that nigga. In his song for Revenge, he says, duct tape on my fingertips with gloves on, I clutch chrome. Like he's telling you how to do things, how to break in the door, what happens when they
Movies do that all the
everything.
time, though. They teach you how to break into banks, how to rob houses, how to break
Yeah,
into
but none of us
neighborhoods.
could break into banks. A lot of us could kill a nigga and get away with it.
I mean, that's
Like he was
normal.
like he just be talking about the wildest stuff, and I was just like, all right. Well,
Isn't he a football player?
Kevin Gates?
No, Ray J.
No,
What's basketball?
He's Brandy. No,
Singer.
he's Brandy's
Oh,
brother.
I'm confusing him
No,
with
it's
somebody
not to the
else.
point that Brandy's his.
So
sister.
isn't he like in Love
It's
and
no
Hip Hop
longer
or
he's
something?
Brandy's brother.
Isn't he like in Love and Hip Hop or something? He was in one
Yeah,
of
he
them.
was. He was in
he has
Hollywood.
the movie.
But he has like.
Yes, that was a big meme
he
for
has
him.
the,
He became
Raycons.
relevant again for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's just rich off the Raycons and whatever the stupid glasses thing he came up with Charlemagne. Now just pop, he had the glasses like, someone's talking to you when you're busy, you just pull them forward. Also the glasses went like this. Just pull them forward, and he just looked like someone's auntie. He became a meme.
I saw that.
month,
Jesus
I saw that.
but he's making bank.
Yeah.
They all are.
And he gave us one wish.
Yeah.
Yes, but that was song will live on forever. He gave us that and Kim Kardashian, so
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
So, why does Batwoman get so much hate?
It's
actually a good show.
I like that. I like that
Oh,
one.
my stepbrother
I don't
hates
know.
Uh-oh, you see that? You see that?
My stepbrother hates her. My stepbrother was like,
I
fuck
don't
this
watch
shit.
it.
Fuck her.
It's basically
He hates the
female
character
Batman.
or hates
I think he hates the
Ruby Rose?
character. I think I'm trying to remember what he's
Ruby
saying
Rose is
because he's like
pretty
she
good.
wasn't like really bad family, and I think her keys are story. how she was just like she found the BACKKK or some shit like that. And she was like, "Oh,
and here's Batman's cousin." So
Does she exist in the comics?
No, she's Batman's cousin. Yes, in the comics also.
in the comics,
I think they recognize it. Yeah, no.
I thought it was some bitch.
There's like
She was just
she was just
what's it called, a military vet. Because my sister's was following her for a minute, and then around when they redid everything, it was like one or whatever this new thread that's coming out now. They
Crisis?
made no, not Crisis. Right about like a year or two ago when they redid everything, so like like everything started from one again, and they continued it, so like the whole Bat family and everything. That's when they made her. No, it's the current comic line we have now.
The button shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about like you know how everyone has like their own comics right now, just the Red Hood and stuff.
Yeah.
Right after New 50 or New 52,
But she took
when
over.
they rebirth from now is when they made her the cousin.
She was taking over Detective Comics for a little while, right?
Yeah, Detective Comics is just a mixture of everybody, but it's whenever but now that she has her own thing, it's fucking what's his name, black guy, Batwing and or Finch. He's doing a show too. Yeah.
Wait, Batwing's on the show?
Yeah. Luke Fox.
Oh, he's Batwing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a totally different person.
Yeah, well, you know what the CW does? They make every smart black guy with an afro awkward as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. He's very like scary in the book.
That one guy.
Mr.
And
Terrific.
he hates Jason Todd. I don't know why.
I mean,
he's tried to kill him like twice, and Batman's like, you can stay.
I'm dead.
Although Batman, like, I had like a whole arc where like Jason Todd just got his arm broke, his ribs cracked, and his jaw realigned by Batman like 3 days in a row. And I'm just like, can you stop kicking his ass?
He's a bum.
But he's actually nice. He just doesn't want to fight Batman. It was because like
Jason Todd?
Yeah, when Jason Todd killed the Joker or Kingpin. No, my bad.
Kingpin shit.
The penguin. They thought he killed the penguin.
Oh yeah.
And Batman's like, it's done, and just beat his ass.
By the way, did this penguin have black blood or red blood?
They didn't show it, cause like it was one of those like when like they would shoot it, the entire thing was the entire silhouette was all black, so you couldn't see it. It just went boom, and then like ended that way. He was like, damn it, Jason, and then he just popped out of nowhere. All the bad guys left, and he was like, he was sitting on top. He's like, this is weird. Turn the gun and just get beat the fuck up. I think he landed 2 punches and then just
After the second punch, you know you fucked up, right?
yeah, he was like, you fought back. Boom, and just beat his ass from like this building to the parking lot to a different town, beat his ass again in the other town, went to another town, and it was like, and when he went to the last town, he just sat down, he was like, I found out that he isn't dead. He was like, thank you for beating my ass for 2 days, you could have just listened. He was like, well, here's some money, I'm sorry, for breaking your
Some money.
and then left.
Here's some money, I called you an Uber.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going back to Gotham, I'm just gonna roll
See you
the world
never.
with people.
Alright, so, shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Batwoman isn't a bad show. It's actually pretty cool.
I like it.
It's
Let us know what you guys think about all these superhero shows, because I feel like a lot of them are coming out, and now it's all about having superhero shows. Every superhero is getting their own
Alice
show.
is just. I mean, she's kind of like a Harley Quinn mixed with Joker.
It's like a Harley Quinn Joker mixed with Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Mad Hatter from Gotham.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Alice in
It's a
Wonderland.
show,
I'm like,
Yeah, it's actually
There is an
good.
Alice in
I mean,
Wonderland.
honestly,
They don't try
They're
to push
more-
an agenda at all. They don't
yeah,
try to push
they're
an
not trying to. I mean, of course they'd show like, all right, I got my pride as a gay woman.
Oh, you
kinda
that one
thing.
episode you told me
Yeah,
about, yeah.
they got
Oh,
that.
what we talked about.
Basically, how she even started is like she met this chick, and I think they were friends, and then they started a relationship in the military academy.
Yeah.
And they get caught doing some girl on girl action, and they were like, hey, so you either denounce being gay or you the fuck up out of here.
It's like, you don't
And
look
of
gay,
course-
but she look gay. So
Right, yeah,
say
you
that
look hella gay. So, so what they say, basically, either denounce being gay or you out of the academy. So she, being a proud gay woman, she was staying on her shit, being a proud gay woman, and her girl, which is actually a black woman, which is a shocker. Everybody on CW got a black woman. Anyways, except for Arrow. Now,
Aaron has somewhat.
I mean, I think he smashed.
No, she's like.
No, I'm talking about the hero smash.
We're not black enough?
Yeah, right. I'm sorry.
So yeah.
So basically, since Kate Kane is like rich, basically, she's related to Batman. Her girlfriend came from like the slums, basically. So she was like, I can't afford.
Yeah, Kate was like, hey, let's get our pride together, you know?
Yeah, she was like,
we
nah,
don't need
bitch,
this. She's like, well,
my
I do.
family can't afford this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this academy because I'm on a scholarship, and then
You can do whatever the fuck you want because you got money.
Yeah, so basically she got heartbroken and left.
She was like,
and
what, fuck you?
Yeah.
And then she went over there to like, what, Nepal?
no, her dad wouldn't allow her to be in the Crows, so he
I know
just
she was
kept
in that-
throwing her ass around.
Wasn't she in
So
like
she get all this
you or
training.
something? I don't know. She was training somewhere.
No, I think she was in like Alaska or some shit. Who knows?
Alaska?
Maybe Serbia.
That was an Eskimo?
Yeah,
Oh.
who knows?
That must have been
They
like
gave him the
Eskimo.
worst accent ever. He was like, "You'll need to do faster," or some shit like that.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think that was better
The best
than-
trainers have really good accents.
Yeah.
This sounds
You know?
confusing as fuck.
Yeah, I know. But anywho, you just have to watch it. It's actually, I would say
When
this
does it come
season
out
so
so people
far,
know?
every Sunday. Every Sunday.
At what time?
I don't know because I watch it on the CW app. Watch it on the CW app.
So would you
I
watch
pirate
the
it.
CW network?
Pirate.
Any other shows you want people to know to watch and what time and what network they're on?
Oh shit, Titans.
Watchmen.
Delicious.
Watchmen, Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, final season.
Oh, wait.
Where are these shows
Let me
at?
get all
What
my
time?
hentai
What
out.
days?
So the hentai you can watch. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh, you got me all
They don't need
excited.
times. Just 3 in the morning.
What?
It's just 3 in the morning. That's the only time they come on.
What, hentai?
Yes.
Hentai Haven?
Where?
I'm just
What's
fucking
that
with
one
you.
website?
I was like, I've
She's
never
like,
seen
you
one
know
of-
the
I was
time?
like, I've never seen
No.
one of these intelligence.
Every Sunday on Adult Swim.
You guys can check out BET Uncut every Sunday, right before the church hour. What?
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace to BET Uncut.
You know
And
what?
Cosby.
I went back and saw like those videos, and they're not.
It's
They're crazy.
WET now.
What's
What's
not
that?
crazy at all.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Like remember the
Whack.
Tinder video?
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's not-
yeah, yeah.
It is not crazy
I didn't
at
know
all.
Ronda Rousey was part of the WWE. When did she end up there?
Like a year or two ago.
Yeah, after she was depressed.
After she got her ass beat.
beat.
Yeah, and then what's her name?
I didn't know she was.
Oh my
I
god,
was
what's
like,
this
what
other
is
girl's
this?
name?
She
Amanda Nunes.
Thank
Yeah, after
you.
Amanda Nunes beat everybody that held that belt. She just after she beat Molly
She got
Holmes.
her ass beat by Holly Holmes, right? Or Holly
No,
Holmes?
she beat Holly Holmes and Holly Holmes moved. Holly Holmes does
She
like,
moved?
No, her moves. Holly Holmes does like what is it? A left hook, left hook, and then comes back with a right kick to the face and knocks everybody out. So what's her name was like, I want to be able to move, so I did. So I kept jabbing this way, maybe that way, hit her with the left, and then boom, she fell. And then she wasn't done, so I went boop boop, and then the guy threw her off. Cause she's so,
I love
like, cause
this.
she's so
And then
strong.
she
That,
goes, boop, boop.
she's so strong that Mark Goddard just threw her to the outside of the cage. Cause she's punched people out to the point that they like sees. Like Amanda Nunes is disgusting.
Little Caesar.
Oh man, yo, when she got up, bro, it was over with. Her fucking face is redder than Rudolph's Santa suit there.
Tell us what you think about our
What's
setup,
her
our
fault?
little holiday
That's
setup.
her coach is trash.
You know, I'm wondering if she shit herself because a lot of those MMA fighters shit themselves. When they get kicked
I mean,
Hard.
Or maybe pee a little bit. You
but
never
she
know.
wasn't kicked. She went.
I thought she got kicked in the face.
No, Holly Holmes did not. Ronda. Ronda just didn't know how to fucking duck
No,
a
I
punch.
thought Holly Holmes kicked her in the fucking face.
Oh, you're talking about Holly beat her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
We're talking
yeah,
about
that.
different fights.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, she's.
This
Yeah,
is
she
when
lost
Goku
twice.
came out of it.
Yeah, but no, she lost twice. But
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Did she kill herself? I don't know, but she was definitely out of there, and then she didn't want to shake nobody's hand. She's like, "What's committing suicide?" and blah blah. I'm like,
It's like, bitch, you got your ass beat. I
no
know
one
niggas
told
that
you.
get their ass beat
Nobody told
every
you to
day.
stand up with a boxer. Like you're like, oh, she
And
can
our
box. I want to see her
father.
can box too. No, she.
And
boxed.
she read the Bible after.
I hate when people go to Jesus after they fuck up.
Doesn't everybody know?
They're like, Jesus, if you get me out of this, and I was like, nigga, this
So you
entire
can go
time.
3 weeks from now, huh?
You know, I always wondered, like, when people are, getting it on and stuff, and you start calling for God and Jesus, just God or Jesus just kind of like open up the phone and like,
I don't know, you check your messages?
I don't want to talk to you
oh,
today.
hold on, wait. Yeah, I made that.
Okay, well.
Just
to
go.
close down this episode, I'm sorry, do you want to say
No, I was
Fuck
like,
it,
just
we
push
just keep
through.
going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Don't close shit.
I said, just
You
push
want to
through.
stay here
Keep-
until 2 o'clock in the morning?
What fucking time is it now?
It's not even 12. It's only been like
Okay,
30
also,
minutes.
do you want to maybe start another episode?
Fuck that. No, we're gonna talk about anime now.
Anime.
So So,
anime.
Let's talk about anime that Adam has absolutely no idea about.
Join the club.
All
I
right.
ain't watching it.
Oh, before we get to the anime, did you see how Pariah was revealed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batwoman. Watch Batwoman.
It was a
Bromance right
Supergirl
here.
asshole.
Watch Batwoman.
You won't let me
Anywho.
see Titans episode 2 yet, so I can't watch
By
that
the way,
movie.
you didn't finish Titans season 2 yet?
He won't give me the stuff.
I would give it to you, but it wouldn't work.
I'll
on your
send you the
eyes, so-
link.
Oh, I don't know. My laptop is like.
No,
it's
Is that in English or?
Huh?
I like what
I'm
you
a
said.
doctor.
Oh,
Well,
we're
I'm
gonna do that
sure.
with it. We're gonna do that with it.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay, real
It's
quick.
100% legal. You can use my app.
I sent him the
Thank
same
you.
link. He refuses to do it. He's like, I
We
don't
do
know.
not
They're
support
probably mine,
illegal
Bitcoin or
stuff
mine.
here.
The highest money Bitcoin is me.
Bitcoin. Did you see the Bitcoin watch?
No.
Yeah, look that up whenever you guys.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, so Cameron is gonna go a little bit into animes.
Cameron, everybody.
Even though he said he wasn't going to.
In time.
Anime, like Akira.
I finally saw that. Yeah, that was
Okay.
fucking weird.
I'm gonna throw some
I wanna
animes at
punch him
y'all,
in his
and you all
face.
tell me.
Stop taking my son on anime.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that time I got reincarnated as a slime? Season 2 is
Yes.
coming out
Yeah.
2020.
Jerk off
For
party.
those of you.
Woo!
Season 2.
Okay, Attack on Titan, the final season is coming
Nobody
out.
watches that shit.
Fall of
Bro, I
2020.
haven't finished season 2. It's a struggle in the middle, bro. I'm gonna fuck if I just call these 2 girls are friends.
Come on, mention quintessential
The
quintuplets.
quintessential quintuplets end season, second
Is that a
season,
hit?
comes out winter of 2020.
Is this the big one?
Quintessential.
What's this one?
That's by Frank Mueller.
Is it the
Shit,
U-Bot one?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody I saw it on World Star Hip Hop today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you wanna say
Quintessential
about the
quintuplets.
quintuplets?
Oh my
I'm
god,
excited
such
about
a
that.
good anime/manga.
Is it a hentai?
No, but
It's a
it's a
manga.
guy. It is a guy who has to choose between 5 sisters who are quintuplets, who all have different personalities. They all
That
have
sounds like a
different.
Brucey anime.
Oh, but they all look the same?
Yeah, they all look the same except their hair is
Bruce!
different. Yeah.
They all
It's
do.
really good. I'm currently reading the manga right
Where
now.
can people find this stuff at?
It's not legal.
Crunchyroll. You can
Just-
check it out on Crunchyroll.
Just Google
All
it.
censored.
Use the promo code.
Yeah, use the promo code D's Nuts.
Hit the like button, smash the subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Black Clover.
Black Clover.
Black
I
Clover.
have watched it.
I heard
You have
it's just
not
a-
watched it?
I
I'm
heard
not,
it's
I'm not
just
into
a
those
rip-off.
big ones where like
The
long.
are you doing? It's not One Piece.
Let's talk about Bible Black.
Bible Black.
That's a
Why?
thing.
What?
What about Boku no Pico?
Are we just like any animes?
What about Pico de
Well, actually,
Gallo?
Bible
I don't
Black is a
know. What?
hentai.
Huh?
Bible Black's a hentai.
Bible Black is anti? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
I can't tell
Boku
what
no
it's
Pico
called.
is yaoi. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Like,
What's the ice skating one?
Ice skating. one.
Free? Is it free?
No,
No,
that's
not
the-
free.
That's,
It's
That's the
shit.
swimming one?
That's the swimming case.
Oh, so, yeah, one of them was the illegal.
This is a lot of
Swimming
yaoi,
game.
bro.
What?
A lot of
Too
yaoi.
much yaoi for one episode.
Oh, no.
Welcome back.
I don't
You gotta
Moz
feel
told me the
these
name of it. I can't remember. It's,
No, I know what I'm talking about. Yuri on Ice.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Yeah,
I
we
know
got
it.
nice.
Yaoi on
Everywhere.
Ice.
Bro, if you were watching
Furries on
anime
Ice.
during 2017, you couldn't escape free in Yuri on Ice. That shit was an everyone.
What about Citrus?
I have no idea what it is.
It's
You're talking about
it's Yuri. Yeah,
Sorry, sir.
it's
Yaoi.
like these 2 sisters. Well, these 2 girls who become sisters because their parents get married and then they end up getting intimate with each other.
That's just like a
Which
staple
runs
anime,
into
though.
Domestic Girlfriend. Did you guys ever watch
Oh, there
that?
it is.
I was gonna say that's the new thing that they keep showing on my
Domestic
YouTube.
girlfriend.
Yeah, Domestic.
I've never seen it, but I just keep seeing like
Why is
things
it?
for it.
Why is
It's
it?
like the first thing that pops up on Google.
Yeah.
Images.
Yeah, is there? Yeah, the commercials are everywhere.
Yeah, Domestic.
But it's not on
Girlfriend.
Crunchyroll. It's on like Varv or some shit. I've
Oh, you mean the verb shit?
Yeah, I'm like,
You know what? Who I'm
That's like
sick.
that's where you can watch Cartoon Network and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you can do that on oh, you know, is it? Fuck.
Where you can
I think
pirate
on
it.
Netflix now.
Yes.
You can go to kissanime. Blah, blah, blah,
Are
blah,
you?
blah, blah.
Ah, exactly.
No, they
Go to that
changed
word.
it. It's like
No, it's
.cn or
No, it's
TV or whatever.
Okay,
I watched
let's
it this
not
morning.
promote illegals'
There's
websites
55
or websites
kiss
we're not
animes.
supposed to be on.
I mean, they've been up this long. I'm pretty sure they're somehow legal.
Mob Psycho 2.
I mean,
Psycho.
if you think
I
about
want
it,
that
sounds
show to
interesting.
end
Pirate Bay has been taken down and revived so many fucking times.
because you can't defeat the internet.
Bring back Bear Share.
No more little
Power
thing
through-
mixtapes.
power
No, they need to no, you know what? They need to bring back LimeWire. That's why they
Oh,
need
God.
to
How
bring
many
it back.
snuff films I got from
Were you
LimeWire?
ready?
I
Horse
know.
dick.
I think we all got that.
No, I
Bruce.
need Mob
What
Psycho.
was it?
If
Bud Dwyer?
you wanna hear a funny
fucking,
story?
popping
Bruce,
himself in the head?
Wait, what?
That's about
Alright, one person at a time because
Alright.
it's too muddled.
Alright,
This
so
guy first.
LimeWire / BearShare. Whenever I would go and download my prawn, yeah, I hope you guys know what prawn is. Anywho, I got a snuff film. It was a politician blowing his own fucking head off on TV.
Oh, was it like
He was like, they're gonna get the insurance money. Blah!
Yep, my mom saw that as a kid live on TV. 'cause
We
no
knew
one
this
was
since high
anticipating.
school.
Yeah, I know, but that's where
Actually, before high school.
Was this like a real
I've always
thing?
seen that.
Yeah.
He really
But I
killed
don't know.
himself?
He,
Show her the video.
No, I don't want to see
No, no,
it.
they're not gonna show that for
Images
thingy.
right here. They already took off the video.
Yeah, it was on TV because he had gotten in trouble for.
Meat spin.
He got in trouble for something. It was his spot.
He actually killed himself in
Yeah, live
front of
TV.
Live TV.
Yeah, like real life TV. Like they had like
That's a
cuts of
person
black.
like-
When was this?
Why are we talking about
When
this?
was this? What is
This
this?
was in the
Let me-
70s. None of us were alive.
This
Let me
was
tell
in
you
America?
Bruce's.
Yes. I just made a statement. My mom saw this as a child. She watched TV.
What? What?
Let me tell you Bruce's LimeWire story.
Oh, God.
So Bruce told me that one time, years ago, he was downloading. I can't remember.
The Carter
what-
5.
Probably. It was like a big rap album, or it might have been a
Probably
single,
Carter 3 then.
whatever. So
Stop gargling.
So he downloaded it and he went to open the file, and instead of getting the song, he got a video of a woman getting fucked by a horse.
That's what Cameron was on
And he
yesterday.
kept watching it until the end.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
He's
that's.
like, I downloaded it.
I don't know if that part's true.
It took me a
Did you see the Mr. Hands video?
I don't want to look that up.
Yeah. that's-
Mr. Hands?
Yeah, Mr.
Everybody knows the two girls in a cup.
No, well, Mr. Hands is a guy
Sadly.
sneaking into a stable on a horse, smashing him into his internal organs bleeding.
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't know what it was called, and I just like walked past the conversation.
Well, he died a couple of years later. I'm sorry, days later.
Mm-hmm, he did. I remember that
Couple of
story.
I mean, days.
Mm.
You can find a lot of fucked up shit on Live Leak.
Or e-fucked.
Or just as
Or
That's too much.
heavy/r.com.
We are not
I used to
affiliated
go
with
on
any of these websites or
766.com,
channels, nor do we
but,
want to.
But Reddit is affiliated.
Oh my god, Reddit. Speaking of which.
Reddit is actually pretty legit. They're cool.
No. Reddit is a fucked up place.
It is. Reddit is probably the worst.
It's pretty
worst
legit,
thing
though.
ever.
Go on YouTube right now and you can go in there and look for Ask Reddit. And it's just
No,
gonna
I
ruin
don't.
your
I don't
fucking
want to
life.
have that on my
Ask
directory.
Reddit.
That's
Ask Reddit.
Ask Reddit.
No, not Ask Reddit. That's different.
That's a different website.
No, same website, just different forum.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, Ask Reddit is
Reddit,
terrible. Bro.
Reddit is affiliated with anything fucked up.
And Serena Williams. So.
It's,
Isn't that her husband?
Yeah.
The owner guy?
Yeah, one of those dudes. So. Yeah, Reddit, man, has.
Reddit is.
How do you not have viruses on your
I
computer?
mean, it's Apple. It's
Yeah.
one virus.
wait, what? Wait, what did you say?
What, Reddit?
No, something like a virus.
Oh
It
yeah,
says it's
Apple is
Apple's
one
one
virus
virus.
itself. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, Reddit has taught me that people don't know how to wash behind their ears, or they don't know they pee. They
People
pee.
don't wash under their legs, like their lower legs.
Oh, I already knew that. People don't wash.
I didn't know that. I learned that
Dude,
this year. What?
Most people get in the shower and they just wash the hot spots and fuck their legs because
No.
the water's gonna roll down all the soap.
You
and
have to
everything
shower
anyways.
your whole body.
Even
All
between
of
your
it.
toes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very important.
Some people think they pee where their clitoris is.
No.
Some people think the pee is stored in the balls.
This one guy
No.
Why do we?
didn't know he had to wipe his ass for 22 years.
So what did he just do? Go with like hot crusty ass?
I don't know why he didn't just.
I can just imagine him walking in the.
Well, his friend asked him, "Dude, why are your boxers destroyed?" And he explained the story. He was like, "All right, this is what you got to do, buddy." That was a true friend moment, right?
So
there.
you see those?
How do you have
white
intimate
stuff?
relations
That's
with
toilet
someone?
paper.
I
Yeah.
don't think he did.
Because like.
If you're gay or straight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Either way, it's.
Well, it's some form of lubrication if you're.
That's true.
Yeah.
That
So
helps
anyway-
a little more.
Before you ask questions, you need to remember who you're
Who
with.
I'm talking to.
And you know these guys longer than me, so that's your fault. Whatever happens here is on
I
you.
set myself up for that.
Well, actually, I'm new here, but I'm just as bad.
Oh
as
no, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Speaking
this
of,
motherfucker's ridiculous.
I want to point out, Andrew, I love your pen. Please explain to people where your pen is from.
Oh, this one.
I love Derry.
Oh,
I thought that was his name to begin with, but
yeah.
then it's
She
not.
thought my name was Derry, but no, it's.
Hi, Derry.
No.
Milk.
The pin
I'm
is
cheese.
from the movie It.
Welcome to Derry.
Oh, speaking of which, how was the movie? I didn't bother to watch it.
They were pretty good, both of them actually.
Oh shit, there's two.
Yeah. It and It Chapter 2.
I just
If
remember
you
flipping
like,
the
go to
fucking
my
DVD
YouTube
over.
channel, Valerie Rondon, and you will see a full movie review on It Chapter 2. So go watch it and you'll know what the movie's about.
Is it in Espanol?
It is in Espanol. Spanish! Yes, I mean, all my videos are in English, but I thought I should do something different since I'm Spanish. And I did that specific one in
I
Spanish.
just
Alright,
just
guys.
recently found out that
Valerie can't go 5 minutes without saying she's Puerto Rican.
no.
I haven't said I'm
But-
Puerto Rican at all. Just now is my first time and because of you, so.
I recently found out that back like in the 90s, not only did we have the original It with Tim Curry, but over in India they had their own version of It.
Called shit.
Really?
No,
Let me
no.
see, look that up.
But yeah, and Pennywise was this tall.
Oh
So
shit.
that's even scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now they sound like it's gun.
What was that thing that we were talking about? I think we were talking about a while ago with the Tim Curry. There was a guy that looked almost like Tim Curry.
Oh, the dude, the villain from Speed Racer.
Yeah, the villain for Speed Racer looks almost like.
Which
Tim
one?
Curry.
Because there's like tons of different villains. Wait, from the movie?
Yeah, from the movie.
No,
I don't know his
Indian
name.
It movie version.
That's
Just
not
what
Tim Curry,
It's like
by the
IT.
way.
Wait, like, are you talking about like royalty? Royalty?
Yeah, Royalton. Yeah.
I.
Such a good,
He took away the-
such a good underrated live action anime movie.
Oh yeah.
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 Very, very
Oh.
underrated.
Speaking of which, that was Rain, by the way, for all
Wait,
you
what?
K-pop people out there.
He went on.
fucking Rain.
Rain.
He went on to do only one other American movie, and that was Ninja Assassin, which is
Yeah.
really
You can't do
badass.
handshakes.
Which he had to learn how to use that fucking thing.
Yeah,
That
but-
blade chain thing.
Well, there you go. Two underrated movies right there, and they both have Rain.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's all about Rain.
yeah.
Fighting
Oh, yes.
rain.
Let
Yeah.
the rain fall down.
What,
Wait, what
Speed
shirt
Racer?
are you
Talking about
wearing?
Speed
Yeah,
Racer?
Speed Racer, 2008.
Can you
Yeah.
show people your
Hey,
shirt and where you
Filipino
got
man,
it?
what the hell are you wearing?
Show people your shirt. Get up. Get up and
Manga.
show
No, you don't
it.
have to get up. I just want to see what the hell the person.
Show it.
Oh, never mind.
Look,
It's
turn to
trash.
the side. Turn to the side so they can see the.
It's trash. I thought it was Rock Lee.
Yes.
I thought it was Rock Lee.
The
Fuck.
manga was better.
Where did you get it
I had
at?
the same shirt.
Where did,
MegaCon with this guy.
so they went to MegaCon this year. That's where Ace got
That's-
his shirt.
that
Actually, all four of us went together.
That
We were losers.
has to
show
be
up.
his own
Because I had to
thing.
work so you could have it off and go to MegaCon. You're welcome.
I took it off before you even said it.
First of all, you saved me some money.
Yeah.
Not
I
that, no,
did,
not
but
that it was
I
bad.
wanted to see.
Not that it was bad. It's just that thing's expensive. But that
Oh.
that comes to be his own episode. That
I
ain't-
wanted to see
Just-
something.
Oh, I actually have all the footage.
I know. You still never put it up.
Oh, I put it up. It's just raw.
Those
Oh, I looked at
If you
the
guys
song.
wanna
It's
see-
45 minutes of your back.
it should be Royalton was like that.
If you guys want to see all of their adventures on
Check out our Killis
MegaCon,
podcast station.
on his channel on YouTube, and you shall
Yeah.
see everything that
He
is
also
on
looks like
MegaCon.
John Goodman.
That's true.
John
Yeah.
Goodman.
Isn't
I mean,
he?
fat or skinny John?
Isn't he
Like,
the
well-
dad in Roseanne?
Yeah.
I love
Turn
him.
it around for camera real quick.
Oh, shit.
The villain from Speed Racer, doesn't he also look like John Goodman?
He looks like he's a lot of cheesy dots.
Looks like he's from Britain.
He
From
might be.
Britain. What?
He looks very Cadbury.
Isn't there a what's the fuck it's called? Anime that's about to become live action right now? No, aren't they about to do one
Are you talking
soon?
about Cowboy Bebop?
Alita Battle?
There's a handful.
That's a good
no,
one.
I heard that was good, but there's like
Yeah.
a few coming out. So it's that one. I remember Cowboy.
Did you guys not like Ghost in
And,
the Shell?
I liked it. Everyone else was upset.
I didn't watch
Also,
it.
Random whitewashing.
I wasn't really that interested.
He said whitewashing.
I'll leave it
They're like, oh my
balanced.
god, it's a robot that was built by Americans and supposed to be raceless as white.
But remember, she was Japanese on the inside.
Bootleg.
Yeah.
Although when they remade Ghost in the Shell like sometime in 2008, and now she's just super Asian. So I was like, oh, I lost that battle if you were trying to go to that. But the original movie, no.
I remember still
Oh,
the
yeah.
conversation we had where you thought we were like, "Where's the ghost?"
Oh yeah.
For Ghost
So
in the
for
Shell.
as a child, I hated a lot of things as a child, but so I hated Ghost in the Shell forever. I was watching the show, I'm like, yo, this show's fucking trash.
He's like,
And
"Where's
Ace is
the
like,
ghost?
it's like,
Where's
what?
the ghost?"
Why do you hate this? I'm like, yo, this shit's fucking stupid. Like, yo, she's like a robot. She's trying to like a 13-year-old, and he was like, nah, man, that nigga pussy. And this show is trash, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, and then so some days went by. We came back to the conversation again. Like, yo, that show's trash, man. He's like, why do you hate it so much? It's like, yo, man, like the fuck, it's not like Ghost in the Shell. Like, it's just like fucking, she's just there. Like, ain't nothing spiritual about it. She's like a cop. He was like, well, Ghost in the Shell is about what part of the human makes us human. Is it like you take away the heart, the brain, whatever, but you keep the mind? Is that the thing? So the ghost is your mind. The shell is whatever you're using, though. So or whatever. And then he looked at me when he said that. I was kind of quiet. He was like, "Did you think it was about?" I thought it was about ghosts. I was like, "There was no ghost."
I was the same way because I remember like I was probably in middle school, high school
Yeah.
when I found out about the anime, and
I was elementary.
or yeah, it might have been the same, but yeah, like I literally thought that it was about a ghost.
No. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Or like a spiritual type of thing. But
Same.
like that's with I think I had that misinterpretation with a lot of animes. And that's why I never really got that much into anime, is because it's just a lot of the
Now that you're smarter, like as you get older, like you need to rewatch the 90s animes because they're a lot deeper than what you thought. The problem with Ghost in the Shell was Ghost in the Shell should have never been on Toonami. It should have stood as Adult Swim.
I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Toonami's
but like
what we
it
go
will
by
come in,
anyways.
but like
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell will pop up on Fridays because you know, like Friday for Toonami, they had the afternoon, they had the 9 o'clock before it went into Adult Swim.
Well, yeah,
So what they would do is they would
Adult
sneak
Swim.
that into the Friday one. So I'm like, this whole time I'm watching, tournaments because that's all it is a Dragon Ball Z tournament. Then you got
Yu
Yu
Hakusho.
Hakusho, my shit,
Yeah.
which is super dark. I don't know how we got away with that, but
Oh, they
let's
cut
fucking
shit
go.
out. Funimation.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely did, especially when they raid the castle. We'll leave that alone. And then there was something when they raid the castle like because they're looking for Hie's sister, and then what's the name? Like, I can't find a girl, and he was like, and Yusuke's like, I got this, and runs behind her, and then when they clash and they fall, the girl's like, I can't believe you do that. You're horrible. He's like, Yusuke, what did you do? He was like, she may be a girl, but she's still a man down low. And it re-shows how he grabbed her boob and her balls to make sure that she was not a girl. Like that was all cut out the thing. It was just him being her ass in the thing.
Well, the first episode was fucking cut out like a lot, just because like when he goes upstairs and he meets what's the bitch's name?
Botan?
Was it Botan?
Oh no! When he meets Keiko.
Yeah, Keiko.
Yeah, he definitely,
And
like, pulls
sees
up her skirt.
Yeah, he sees her skirt. He was like, oh shit, they're crack stained. Yeah, that's in the manga too, by the way.
I know. I was
Yeah.
watching him. He even passed her butt, like picks up her dress. He's just like, damn Keiko, you growing or something like that, and then she just slaps shit out of him.
Yeah, but the original shit is like, oh my god, they're crack stained. Yeah, you was seeing like her
That's why
shit's dirty.
Miyazaki is very.
Anime was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
I made a huge mistake.
It's too late now.
Oh man.
Oh no, but my cousin, which threw me off because he doesn't like anything manga, he's super religious, posted a thing that they're making a live action. They're doing it again. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. They're making a live action Dragon Ball Z. I think it's either going to be a movie or like a show. But
I heard
I
about
don't
that.
remember.
By Disney, right?
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
I think
You better
that.
bring back Justin Chatwick.
Which one's that?
From Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah,
I don't know
Goku.
who by name. Oh,
He was
Goku,
also-
fuck that guy.
wasn't he
The
the-
guy who played Master Roshi
He was in
amazing.
Shameless.
They used
Oh,
to
are you
shrink
talking
him.
about? Are you talking about what's his fucking
No,
name?
no, wasn't
Xiao
it
Yang
Xiao
Fat.
Yang
There you
Yes,
go.
he was fucking amazing. They just need to shrink him.
and make him bald?
He was sort of more head shamed.
No, yeah.
Make him lose a few pounds and some teeth.
Mm.
Why
Make
don't
it
just get
work.
any old Asian
Or
guy?
just
And
get Danny
Buffalo.
DeVito. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
Danny DeVito.
Everyone wants Danny DeVito, but you got.
He's gonna be Wolverine. He's gonna be Wolverine.
Oh, dude, Danny DeVito would be amazing as Master Yoshi.
Master Yoshi.
No, that's Master Yoshi, asshole.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the
Mario?
the Mario version of Dragon Ball.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Woo!
all right.
Uh,
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
I hope that shit works.
That'd be terrible because Master Roshi could use his tongue to lick certain things from far away.
The only problem,
He does that already.
the only problem is like,
Oh, man.
because they're good at making movies. It's just how are they gonna censor it? Because I mean, they be killing niggas in that. So it depends what they're
They
gonna
were
do. I think they're
censoring
gonna
Dragon
do.
Ball Z
I
anyway.
think they're gonna do the Vegeta arc. If
Remember
I'm
that?
not mistaken.
Remember that
So
one episode?
niggas
Just
died.
move on with that.
No,
Just
no,
skip
one
it.
episode
no,
was,
that fight was amazing. They could redo the fight real good. Go ahead, because he's anxious.
Yeah, remember that one
Anyway,
episode?
so what?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get a word in.
I know, it's funny. Go ahead, Ace.
She's a
Remember that one
squirter.
episode, The Namek in Namek when they froze Gohan and they just started beating his ass, sort of. But they had like some weird ass cloud. When you first watch it on like on TV, like on Toonami, they had a cloud around it, and he was just beating the fuck out of him.
Oh, because they don't like children being big due to.
But they did it to Krillin too.
He's not a child.
Yeah, because
Here's Baby Yoda.
yeah, no, Baby Yoda's a
Stop
50-year-old
Baby
man.
Yoda's 50 years old.
I
Does he
can't.
talk?
Baby Yoda?
Yeah, does he talk like
Doesn't
this?
matter. He's
Oh,
50 years
yeah.
old.
He's 50 years old.
Why did they make him a baby?
Because his age,
Facts.
yeah, he lived, his race lives like 9 years old. He dies like 918. And this just goes back, way back in the day, the Mandalorian's like prequel to almost everything.
No, it's not.
No,
Is it real?
it takes place after Return of the Jedi and before Force Awakens.
Then why the
Huh?
fuck is there a baby Jedi? Oh, baby Jedi. Baby Jedi.
Wait, so
Baby
wait,
I was
Yoda.
told it was a prequel.
is that
He
actually
was really
Yoda or
cute,
just
though.
another character?
It's just like another character, but everybody calls it Baby Yoda because he looks
Oh.
exactly
Nobody
like
knows
Yoda.
his race.
So he's not the original Yoda?
No,
No.
as far as we know.
So is he
Watch
just
the show,
crying this
The
whole time?
Mandalorian.
The whole time he's just like,
Pirate him.
oh my god, someone remade that, memed him, and made him a baby Frieza. And like, it was him going like this, I'm about to destroy Daffy.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a Pepsi commercial for some reason, and then it actually turned out to be the actual trailer.
No, Pepsi is Kylie Jenner. Now,
Yeah, you can stop war with handing him Pepsi.
yeah. Stop racism.
Yes.
Drink some
Here you go.
diabetes.
Strut up.
Oh, that reminds me.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about Killer Mike had this thing on Netflix called Trigger Warning?
Yeah.
So you remember when he did the blood pop and
The
Crit Cola?
Crit-Cola, yeah.
I can't buy that shit. Like, is it out yet? Like, I want to try it so bad.
You try online?
I tried.
Wait,
Yo.
here.
They were trying to give me 2 bottles for $50, and I was like, nah, man.
All right, 250 what?
No, 2 bottles are $50.
Nah.
Like, they're only selling it in Atlanta right now, but I want to try that shit.
Just
It's
drive up
very
to Atlanta,
scary.
man. Just go
I'm
up there.
not driving
Go to
so-
the hood store and be like, all right, keep the car running. Let me go ahead and get this. And then
Definitely not driving to Atlanta. That's too much work.
But did you see? All right, so I want to talk about this. All right.
That show's
So
amazing.
speaking of trigger
Who wants
warning,
to talk about it?
why? Like, all right. So from that episode, remember the guy, the Puerto Rican dude who was just extra as
Why
fuck?
does he have to be
Because his
Puerto
story,
Rican?
and he was extra as fuck. He was salty about his song being reused.
Oh.
While T-Pain was helping him.
Did you
with it.
tell me about this
The
person?
fucking nerd.
No.
You told me about some guy.
Oh my god. And he was the only one.
Yo, he was zesty as shit.
You did tell me about this.
You sure?
Yes, go ahead.
He's
say it.
zestier than Zaxby sauce.
Never had that one.
He's
Yeah.
trash. Don't worry about the sauce.
Oh my god. Dude, it's like they were talking about like racism and stuff because like they were like, oh, the soda's good and all that. It was like, all right, so just to let you know, it's made by gang members, and they were like, oh, I can't support this. So and then a lot of people said, hey, this is supporting violence, but what was it? Hell's Angels. They actually have their merchandise out there. And
They're
they
like
make
Walmart
money
and
off of
Target.
that.
Mhm, yeah.
But the gang members are trying to make their shit off of that, and people are like, yeah, I can't support that. That's Crips Bloods. They kill people, blah, 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 blah. And one guy was like,
The
yeah,
Hells
I
Angels
can't.
like shoot up freaking casinos and shit all the
Yeah.
time.
So they asked the one guy, and he was just saying something like super ignorant. And he was like, dude, you're a person of color also. He was like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're
Did he have the
predators.
N-word
It's
flag?
a thing where
Yeah,
people
I
think
think
the
so.
lighter that they are, like the better, like the more entitled they can be.
Listen,
like,
he was in 3
Yeah.
fucking episodes, and I just wanted to. I was like, this is his show now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he definitely took over. But it's kind of like what we talked about in like an old podcast thingy. That it's the whole Spanish thing where it's like the lighter better, the darker Spanish people.
Of course.
So he's like maybe 2 shades darker than Daddy Yankee. So like he was very like
Yeah.
angry about shit. And he's like, no, we're not doing it. Other white people were like, alright, I don't care. Shit tastes good.
We'll just We'll just say he wanted to be Lady Gaga.
Mm.
That's it.
And then the funny part was it the very next episode or the episode after
He was
that
singing?
where they did the music video
Yeah.
with all the weird people.
Yeah.
They got a juggalo, some wild like racist white boy.
Yeah.
And then the funniest part was this
Talking
guy.
about,
He
is that
was
Tiff Tiff Tiff? Who is Tiff?
Oh, she calls Tiff Riff is Riff Raff, but no, Riff Raff isn't on
no
that show.
Riff Raff is wild, but he's not racist that we know of. This dude is legit. Just he's like, I don't mind y'all niggers, but like I want my job back. I was like,
Oh my god, what?
No, but the funniest part was there was a Black Panther dude, but he's albino.
Yeah.
So he's like, nah, man, we ain't follow that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, just like extra pro-black and everything. He's the whitest guy in there.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. So then,
What is this? I want to watch this.
it's on
It's called
YouTube. Trigger Warning by Killer Mike.
Yeah.
What is the point of the show?
It's just triggered motherfuckers. It's that, but like it's also to like reverse a lot of things. So like the very
Very
first
weird
episode is about like how black people can't keep the dollar in the black community.
Yeah.
Only
So
lasts
he's
like
trying I think,
6
like,
hours.
no, I think it was like 3 hours. Or
Yeah, it's like 3 to 6
35
hours.
minutes.
And then it was like Hispanics is like 6 days. And then like whites have the longest because they like order
Yeah.
everything. It's like 21 days, and Jewish people like 32 because
Yeah.
they have no money. And then so like he was like, starting from this day, I can't do anything that isn't black made or owned.
Yeah, I can't.
And so like we're talking
use,
about
drive or anything.
he couldn't do anything. So he's like public transportation was allowed because like there was like certain parameters, and he had like concerts and everything. So like he couldn't. He had to ride a bike because he was like, hey man, I got money. Fuck this shit. Let me buy a car.
Yeah.
And then they were like, black people don't make cars.
Yeah.
Like they may be a part of making it, but like as
They
far as
don't, the
brands,
company
there's
owns-
no
yeah.
brand from Africa
Look,
that makes cars.
What's even more crazy is he goes to a black rib restaurant.
Yeah.
It was like, is this by Black Farms? It was like, no, we get this from. It was like, shit, I can't eat it. So his homie from LP from Run the Jewels with him, it was like, shit, this shit is good.
He's like, he's just sitting there, and the crazy part too is like literally everything's to be by black. So like he has to get his hair cut by like he's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he was in Atlanta or was he?
Yeah.
So it has to be a black owned
He
barber
couldn't
shop.
find a black owned barbershop. It
Are
took
you
him
for
like
real?
30 minutes to find one. That's like owned by like all the way through. They're like, yeah, like this whole neighborhood could be a whole bunch, but like that got turned to this, that got turned to that. This owned by white people, this owned by that. Like we're the last ones. He found a black owned grocery store, but they didn't have can openers, so he could open his food.
Yeah.
Then he found a black owned cell phone company. It's kind of like a Moose Mobile thing. They're on their way working.
Speaking of which, Jeezy is advertising them now.
Yeah. Jesus killing it.
Yeah.
But but the part that is fucked up is like this, like Killer Mike off his, because he's independent. He's had like killer albums, all this other stuff. So he has money. Couldn't find. There are no black-owned hotels. So that night he slept on the bench.
On the park bench.
We're talking about a dude that got more money than all of us here and could buy this entire like
A lot of
building.
people
we're
have
in.
more money than all of us.
I'm not
No, but I'm talking about like
But I
I'm
get
not
what you
sleeping
mean.
on a park
I get
bench.
what
I'm not seeing how he fit on the park bench.
Yeah, no,
I can't fit on the park
He's
bench.
big as shit. Apparently now he's slimming down. He's doing a bunch of MMA shit like Joe Rogan and all that.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is all you need is a guy who already knows how to shoot to know how to fight. Because Killer Mike is wild with his words.
Yeah. Speaking of which, fucking Joe Rogan's podcast, man.
It's the
You see
greatest
he
thing
got the Edward Snowden on there?
Oh yeah,
really?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Joe
on
Rogan?
Well,
the
not physically, but you know,
Yeah.
You said
Tom
Joe
Cruise
Rogan?
wanted to do the
Joe
FaceTime
Rogan?
thing.
Oh yeah.
I want to say hi to Mr. Joe Rogan. If you ever see us, shout out. You have a huge fan right here. So if you ever want to invite him over to your show, go ahead. And if you want to come over to our show, you're more than welcome to visit us. Hit us up direct message and we'll let you know where you can come find us. And yeah, we would love to have some work
I
with
just
you.
watch his shit.
He's a fan. We would love to see you and talk to you.
Bring back the man show. So anywho,
No, leave that shit on. Leave that shit dead.
Jesus, Anyway,
Okay,
no, but
so-
he's got an amazing people. He's the reason everybody's back in MMA and everyone thinks aliens are real. And he's
Aliens
fine.
are real.
Wait, they're not?
What are you talking about?
I never put my stance on it. I'm just saying what he's been able to do with his thing.
obviously,
Also, he's making $33 million off that shit alone.
obviously aliens are real.
Damn, you know
got
his
here-
specific
you
network
got
and everything.
here-
You're
Because
talking like.
they already brought it up. Well, obviously, Joe Budden, they brought it
Project
up.
Stardate?
Yeah,
Like,
Project
he's the
Stardate.
biggest thing, and he's never won an award for
Project
podcasts. They give it to the Breakfast
Hey
Club.
man, what about Project Dot?
Because they always give it to the people who wanna like who do everything.
No, it's because
to
it was
fit
owned by
mainstream.
Project iHeartMedia,
Stardust.
and they're like, Breakfast Club has it, and they're like, there's no way the Breakfast Club does anything more than
Ooh,
Joe.
code name for
Yeah,
1999.
but we know how those things work.
In Maryland.
So as of now, I have Ace looking up Project Stargate to prove that aliens are real. They use
I know, we know
psychics.
that aliens are real.
We all
Oh no,
about
they
it,
showed a
yeah.
video
How
that
can we go
that
over the border?
surfaced a couple weeks ago, where
I
like
don't
you see
like
that this
you.
camera's like moving really fast, and the guy showed the camera like, how fast is that? He's like, okay, put it this way, because it's like a full screen like this, and the camera's like moving to it, so like the screen's this
The
big,
man who stares
starts in the middle, and it gets out of the
No, the
screen
man who
in
stares
roughly a
goes
second.
terrified.
Like second guy,
God,
it's
oh my
like
God.
hundreds of miles. Like, that's about that's as far as I can see. And this camera, like, it made it from like the middle of the camera all the way out in like 10 seconds. He's like, nothing can go that fast, and nothing should ever be able to get out of there. Like, you should be in there for at least a minute.
I just like how now they go like, you know what, they exist. Because they're like, well, can you explain this and that? They had like, what, 50, 100 years to
Well, there's a
explain it
lot.
all?
It's because these are leaky. Also,
they're
the
like-
ship was the shape of a cross, which is very sketchy.
Well, there's a whole bunch
You ever
of
seen the cross shape from,
conspiracy theories right now. They're saying that the sightings are actually time travelers coming back to view us.
Well, I don't know why. It was fucked up when you left. It's gonna be fucked up
I
when
know
you
that's
come
the when you come
usually
back.
people would want to watch me.
I think
They wanna watch you masturbate.
He was like, yeah, fuck, I remember that day.
That was a good nut.
Yeah,
You
use
are a
that,
good
That was
guy.
a sticky night.
use that mustard. Yeah, use that Vicks.
You're Hispanic,
Wow,
too?
that is
You're
horrible.
Latino, Ace?
No. I like to put the peanut butter and then the jelly.
Oh, God. That's
He said, then the jelly.
Get away from
All
the
this
peanut
shit
butter.
is making my soul.
Use that
Yeah.
fix.
Okay,
okay.
so to wrap this up, we're gonna go into our
Yeah, she
last
wants to go
subject.
home now.
Yeah.
No, but
Stop.
to wrap our show with our last subject, I figure it would be fitting since this technically happened like 2-3 days ago. Well, probably more than 3 days ago, which is Black Friday 2019.
Wow.
Why I gotta be black?
I don't know. Ask the people who named it that. Honestly,
serious?
real talk for me. What did you say?
Are you serious?
I mean, well, I don't know who named it Black Friday, but that's
Well, I
what
mean,
it's
now
called.
you
I
have
mean, do you know what
brown
Black Friday
choices.
is now?
I'm looking for Masochist Black Monday.
I'm
I
Don't
got a
remember
website.
it. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the shopping
From,
Black
what's it
Friday.
called?
I
The
know.
shopping.
Prison
The
school.
shopping.
I got a
Prison
website.
school?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't remember that?
Did we
I've
go
heard
Black
watch
Friday
it.
shopping? Anybody buy
Watch.
anything?
Prison
I
school.
tried, but it was like there was still a line. I was like, fuck this.
Oh, no, wait. You've never heard of prison school?
No.
What?
Show him prison school.
Prison school.
It's just up your speed. By
It's
the way.
so wild that they can't make a season 2.
Yeah. They had the live action. That was kind of close.
I think I
What
saw
is
like
that?
the first couple minutes, but
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
an
go
anime?
into it.
Yeah.
Plus, he told me not to watch because there's no small face Andre.
Yeah, but that's his life.
Okay, so did anybody go Black Friday shopping?
Hell no, I was at work.
I tried, but like I said, there was a line. I was like, fuck that shit, I gotta go to work.
I didn't want to go, and I didn't go, but my phone decided to break down on me Black Friday day. So I had to be at the mall at the Apple store. It was hell.
First of all, the Apple Store is always hell.
It's always full for no reason. And then the thing that kills me is like, yeah, some people buy stuff, but it's like everybody's just sitting there using
Show
the
me the
technology.
messages.
Can we bring like a thing where we time people like, okay, you're gonna come in the store, are you gonna buy something? No, okay, then you have 20 minutes and you gotta get the hell out. Are you gonna buy something?
Yeah,
I
but
give you like 30
that's
minutes.
also the whole problem. Well, I mean, if you're colored, you have a time limit anyways. Most of the time limit is, do you have money? Get the fuck out. But I've been following.
But I know that a lot of brands do that though. Like if you go to Louis Vuitton, I know
Yes, because they're
a lot of
rich
people.
and
that-
Oh god.
I'm dead with the shoes.
I'm thinking that Apple only hires actors, and then you're the only one going in there that's not an actor.
Wait, the store?
What do you
Yeah.
mean, like the?
Whoa.
One of my.
Oh. Whoa.
So you walk
Might
into
be.
yeah. So you
like,
walk into the store.
like that Jim
everyone's in-
Carrey movie, The Truman
What, like
Show.
the Truman Store?
The Truman
Yeah.
Show, yeah. I
Yeah,
love
you
that
go in
movie.
there and you're
so good.
waiting in line, and
I
people
gotta
are just
see the movie.
acting the whole time.
Holy shit.
We gotta look for
Well, first of
faces.
all, they're acting to the point that I have to wait in line. Can they at least act a little
I
bit
think-
better?
A little bit faster too to the
I
side.
have
I
the
never
same.
did
So
big
he's
moves.
you're going right till they get registered.
I have the
Line
same.
up.
I have the same theory for a certain company.
Put it out there.
I'm not gonna name. I don't want to name drop because some of us work at that company.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no, we're
yeah,
definitely not
yeah.
doing
We're not
that.
name
Okay.
dropping.
I feel you, okay.
Yeah.
Make sure and nobody that works with
Subway.
you sees this video.
Fresh.
Yes, Subway.
Be fresh.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's all Jared's fault.
$5 for lungs.
Oh God, is he still in jail?
No, they sued him.
Did he go to jail? I'm sorry. Continue.
They sued him in jail?
Yeah.
No, he got out
It
of
could get
jail.
worse.
No,
Shit. He would be in the cell with Cosby.
No, so
Mm.
I have a certain theory. I might have told you this theory. I have a certain theory about this company. I would say that it's a company that helps people. And sometimes I have a theory that some of the people that come into the ER.
Or like secret shoppers.
Almost.
Who's a secret shopper?
I have a theory that
I'll explain in a second.
some of the accidents or whatever that they got into
Or staged.
are
Just to see how you
staged
would
by the
react.
company
To see how you would handle
to
it.
bring in money.
So you think they're like doing this Minority Report kind of thing? Or
They did that in Minority?
I think
no.
Why'd you just name drop that?
And this is still
With the butterfly
so.
effect.
My theory is that they have people that go out and cause accidents
Oh.
to
But that's a real thing though. It's
to other
not fake.
people to bring in to their emergency room.
You know what? I've
To make money.
definitely
That's
made
a
up
real
an
thing,
idea
though.
for that one time.
That's
I
a
was
real
like,
thing.
yo, if
How
like
about
certain
you
people
start
get
making the
customers, we
script
start
right now?
Okay.
Make that a movie.
A couple of years
Yeah.
ago, I know it was really big on the news. Like it was like a lot of buzz because what people would do, they would like hire somebody or pay a group of people or whoever to like back into their car or something, like hit them from the rear, so they can collect
smash and dash.
insurance money or they could collect whatever the third. So I'm pretty sure that. I mean, and I think even us, you know, we work in a hospitality business. I think, you know, who knows? A lot of people who check in might be a fake person. What a secret shopper is. What a lot of companies will do, whether you work in retail or hospitality or whatever the third, they will hire people, different types of people to walk in and pretend to be either a customer or a guest or, you know, a patient.
Yeah.
And they would like, you know, they would just act normal,
Well-
like, hey, I want to buy something, or hey, I broke my arm, or hey, whatever the third. And
Yeah.
they just kind of do it to see how you treat the person. Like, are you following the standard rules that were like taught to you? Are you doing your job right?
Well,
And then,
my theory is more like
or like he says, to collect money.
yeah. My theory falls in more with
What
making them money. Yeah, because sometimes
So like fraud.
not really fraud.
Yeah.
It's just
But-
an investment.
Yeah,
Fraudulent
to
investment.
make sure that they keep going. Yeah.
Keep on trucking.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, that comes with the whole thing with.
'Cause sometimes you gotta
vaccinations and
wonder-
Shit, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guarantee the
I like
the
how we went
hospital
from
already
Black
knows
Friday to
Yeah.
like
what's wrong with
secret
you when you get there.
shoppers.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, did you get your flu shot? Yeah, cool. I already injected the flu in you, so I mean that's why you're sick now.
Because it's like sometimes you gotta wonder, like, where the heck do all these people come from?
Yeah.
There's no way that
I mean, how
all
many
these people
people
are
are
getting
fucking
sick or getting in
Choking on
accidents.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
It
people are
has to
stubbing
be
their toes to death?
staged.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
But you know, that's life.
I'm also more populated state.
We're
That's
all
life.
getting Black Friday somehow. And honestly, there's really no deals at all. It's really not. You get better
Way to
deals.
stay on topic.
Shut up. You get better deals. You get better deals just like by doing regular shopping
What if there
or
was a
whatever.
Black
the
Friday
third.
special at the hospital?
What's your favorite store though? What's like your
Get your
favorite
kidney
store?
for disc.
20% off.
20% off X-rays.
How about you get bumped up on the kidney list today? 2 slots.
Okay.
What's your favorite store to shop at?
Yes.
Premier Adult Factory Outlet.
Never been there.
Or Fairvilla. Fairvilla's
Dude.
bigger. They got a Civi.
Which
But-
one? Oh, the
but-
Love Boutique. They have the Love
Cameron.
Boutique.
Fuck that.
Is there something?
Cameron, Premier Adult Factory Outlet has that classic.
Jelly stick?
No, Yes, but the classic commercial, man.
Premier Adult Factory Outlet takes you where you want to go.
Dude, so
How do we know this?
Oh, yeah.
All I know is what is it? Stanley Steamers and the
Stanley Steamer is
No.
yours.
800-588-2300 Empire.
today.
And then
I mean,
what was
it
it? Mattress? Or mattress giant. That's
Yeah,
what it
Mattress
was.
Giant.
Oh, I thought you said Master's Key.
Ooh.
It's like
That's
I
terrible.
mean, these
Master's
jingles, I mean, mainly these jingles, they're basically
very
like,
seductive.
not really seductive, but like, what's it
Well,
called?
they called me as a child.
Well, I mean, sex says
I want
so.
that.
They said they
I
called
want
me as
that
a child.
mattress.
It's like the subliminal messages. Of
Well, they
course.
were. That's why I still
Remember
know
them,
it.
you'd always-
I mean, can't you
yeah.
still remember the fruit and cream Starburst commercial with the whistling?
Oh, you mean berries and cream?
Maybe. It's,
Mandela.
What happened to the tricks are for kids commercials?
that's actually a real song, by the way. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, these jingles just get stuck in our heads.
They really do.
They really.
You know what?
So
What's gonna make me angry? Because I do food reviews online. I don't know if you guys watch
Go
my
follow
shit
his
at all.
YouTube channel for
It's
his food
terrible.
reviews.
Why do you think I look like luggage? Look.
You're beautiful.
You said that. No.
You would be Louis Vuitton.
I thought you were a green Converse.
Didn't get the joke. So.
I did. I just wanted to make you feel better.
If you guys bring back Fruitopia, that would be the greatest thing in the world.
I don't know what that is.
Or
Because you're too young.
or
Probably
Dunkaroos.
like 2 years.
Dunkaroos? Oh, yeah,
Bring
you
back
ruined my
Dunkaroos.
childhood, man. I should have brought toxic waste in here for you guys to
Oh,
have.
my dad.
What is that?
You ever have warheads?
Oh God, rest in peace. I found one randomly like
Is that
a couple
still
months
around?
ago.
Words
Are they
still around.
sour?
I know they came back.
What?
Yeah.
They came back. Like,
Yeah, I know what they're.
A few years
a few
ago.
years ago, but like, I
Shit.
remember like found one randomly like at my grandma's house.
Did you
I
guys
just
ever
went and
have?
found Fun Dip again.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Look, they're bringing Twinkies back. They just are bringing like
The
real
Twinkies,
shit.
yes, we need the Twinkies.
Dude,
Yeah,
I remember
fuck that shit.
we had
They're making
Twinkies.
Twinkie cereal.
I love
Look,
Twinkies. Twinkies are so. Ugh. I
Let's-
wouldn't have a Twinkie cereal.
let's
though.
try it.
I just had Chips Ahoy cereal and it was not good. It was not good. Okay?
It didn't taste like the Cookie Crisp.
No. Cookie Crisp tastes like dog food.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I
like-
know what dog
Are
food
you guys be eating dog food?
Hey, look, when you're undefeated in Truth or Dare, you do things.
Oh no, I just got
I do
cans
not want
mixed
to be
up.
defeated in that game.
This
I
ain't
was like,
good.
oh wait, this is new.
Mm.
Yeah, no, Fruitopia would be nice. Guacamole Doritos would be nice again.
Those were good, yes. I
Yeah,
like
those were
those.
addictive.
Those were really
Yeah.
good.
I should
Yes.
start throwing up green.
Ooh, Doritos! Doritos!
But you know what could stay in the 90s? The 3D Doritos. That shit could stay.
Oh yeah, fuck that
That
shit.
shit
what?
was
That's
trash.
3D
I
Doritos.
never saw that.
They're just 3D.
Also, I want to
Doritos.
shoot.
Oh no, like
whoever
they were
created.
like
Yeah, they were like
Bugles.
Yeah.
Bugles, yeah.
Took me
Bugles
forever
for
to fucking
clothes.
pronounce
I
that
want to
shit.
shoot
Yeah.
whoever created the Pop Tarts on the Go Tarts.
Go Tarts.
Fuck that guy.
I know
It's the
what you mean.
dumbest shit in the world.
That
Pop
can
Tarts
basically
already.
make a
Wait,
Pop-Tart.
They
Yeah.
already
What was
know.
that?
Exactly. They're like, you know what? Instead of having two big ones, we're gonna give you just one Snickers size one for like double the price.
Yeah,
I don't even
And it's on
remember
the
that.
Go. Bitch, that came out. It came out twice. They did it
They
like
did
early
twice.
2000s. And
Failed
they did it
twice.
recently. They did it
Huh.
recently, like a few years ago. My nephew
I
was
must
like,
have
I
missed
want it.
that.
I'm like, you're not doing that shit. Take this real Pop Tart. He was like,
No one's learning from you.
They're gonna laugh because my Pop Tart's big.
But Go-Gurt.
That's why I don't get
That
it.
worked.
Yeah, Go-Gurt.
Kids are stupid.
How about McDonald's? Bring back salad shakers, okay?
I don't know what
Salad.
that is.
Oh my god, they used to put a salad in a cup at the top, and then you put the shit in, and you shake it up, and then you just eat it out of the cup.
It's still as bad as
That
the
sounds
burger.
good though.
You can put your salad in your cup holder in your car
Mm.
and eat it
Salad on the
in
go.
traffic.
Did you guys ever? Have you guys
Let it
ever
get
heard of the
warm.
In
Wendy's?
that case, I just eat a regular one in traffic.
I put it
No,
in your
but
cup.
you'll spill it. Come on, you gotta think about how clumsy people
We'll get a mug from your house.
Clumsy.
Clumsy.
Clumsy. Clumsy.
You walked into that one.
There's only one fucking person watching our live.
And
What are you
it's-
people doing?
And it's probably me.
Where are your fans? Where are they?
Where's your God now?
Oh no, it's Eli.
I'm looking for this drink.
He's not
You
even trying to
remember-
follow us.
You You remember there was this drink that came out like they call like one was called Rain. There was like Meteor.
Tampico?
And they all came in the summer. No, they go by colors.
He
They go
said
by names.
Tampico.
It was like
Purple drink.
The pink one is the best one.
No.
Rain Meteor.
Yeah, I had a picture of that shit on Facebook.
All I remember when I was growing up, there was this
Slurge?
candy that you would twist it at
It
the
was
bottom,
fucking
and it would like
Slurge.
candy would come out.
Yeah.
Splurge.
I don't remember fucking Slurge.
Slurge is in
Wait,
Burger
Slurge.
King.
What was
You
that?
mean Surge, asshole?
Yeah, Surge.
Surge.
What is that?
It
Isn't
looks
that-
like the Nickelodeon.
That's in
sign.
Burger. That's in Burger King.
That doesn't look like Coke.
No, that wasn't.
All I know is that people are not learning from New Coke.
I liked when they brought back New Coke for season 3 of Stranger Things. I
Yeah.
tried it. I liked it.
Well, that's the new Coke.
Have
I'm
you
talking
guys-
about
have
at
you guys
first.
tried
New
cinnamon
Coke.
Coke?
Ew.
Wow.
Cinnamon Coke.
Cinnamon Coke?
Yeah.
Not yet.
That could kill people.
No, it was good.
It's very good.
Shut your ass up. See, you always talking about some shit.
That's why he got
Insider joke.
FYE still exists?
Yeah.
What
Where?
is that?
Altamont Mall.
Altamont Mall and Oviedo Mall.
That's where we get my CDs.
But they
What?
got the
What did you get from there?
the one at the
I
Altamont
can't like
Mall.
every game
Oh, I thought you said
Has
something
like
else.
a
Jesus
lot of like
Christ.
Japanese shit.
I thought you said STDs.
But like,
What?
but they
I am clean and
imported.
protected by
I think it's like the Grape
Amen
Mountain
to
Dew
that.
from Japan.
Grape Mountain Dew?
Yeah,
You want to
they
take a trip over there?
they got it
Yeah,
from
one of these
Japan.
fucking days.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast is the
What?
best one
Yeah.
though.
Man, have you guys tried matcha green tea Kit Kats?
Maca.
No, I think you took them.
Matcha, asshole.
It's maca.
I heard they taste bad.
It's in English.
Matcha.
Now you're gonna say Akira.
Akira. And then
That,
Did you like it? No, I think
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, the green tea Kit Kats.
I-
You can get them at the.
I got the green tea Pocky also. You can get that at Five Below.
Oh, you can get it at $5 below now?
Five Below has all of the Pockies. by
You
the
know
way.
what I just
This is
realized though?
Pockets
Research
everywhere
Snapple.
now.
That's Snapple, bro.
You know some places are making like horchata soda too?
What the fuck is
These
that?
drinks,
Horchata's like
I
a
don't remember
Mexican
those.
drink, and now they're making it
they
into
came out
like
in the
coffee
early,
soda in places.
like,
And I'm
late
like,
90s.
what?
They were in Denny's at one point.
They were
But
in
they were-
Denny's?
Yeah, they were selling these drinks also in
Hey,
Denny's.
alright. By the way, they're supposed to be
I've
bringing a
seen that.
White Castle to Orlando. by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
they will.
Finally, we
Is it
can
gonna
live
be
out
like
our
Icon?
own
Hit us
dreams
up and
now.
let us know if you guys want us to be there doing the premiere, and we will all go together.
The premiere.
Bro,
Yeah, the opening
Listen, I'm
day.
not that fat. I'll go when it's like chill.
Say that
So
to
we
the
can
people
live
who are
out
seeing
our
you in
own Harold
person.
and Kumar adventures.
Yeah, see, yeah. Or we can just drive to Tennessee.
It's true.
No legendary.
That would be way more reckless.
Yeah,
But
just
We have to be
drive.
high.
Will I be
Get
sober next
diarrhea
time
on
behind the
road.
wheel? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's like every time we switch, we take a shot.
Yeah.
That would be a
there you
good
go.
one. We need to have a podcast where we have.
Are you
drinks.
trying to be in the car with 4 niggas? For that long?
What?
Bruh, nah, I ain't trying to do that.
Well, we're gonna stop every 5 seconds.
What did you
so
say?
I was gonna have to pee.
What did you say?
I ain't trying to do that.
What?
Be in the car trapped with 4 dudes for like 7 hours. to get
Oh
to
yeah, no, we
Tallahassee.
definitely not doing that. We need to.
It's a pack of sausage. Now,
I mean, we're already Hispanic. We can't-
Salchichas en vitrina. That's how we say. Alcapurrias en vitrina.
I don't know what he did.
yeah, put that caption.
O salchichas en lata, basically.
Wait, this is not captioned?
Like everybody, like everybody's
I thought
talking
this
down.
was closed
You know, everybody's like, you know.
I thought we were all speaking Japanese.
Okay, sardines. So
Oh yeah, kind of sorry.
What are you about to say though?
Well, tuna's in a
I
can
fucking
too.
forgot. Yeah, Five Below has a ton of snacks. A lot
So
of
go to
nostalgic
Five Below.
stuff.
So that place
Review.
Sugar that's right over there in what's it called?
Yeah, I forgot about that. You said they have a lot of Japanese stuff over there too, right?
Yeah, and a weird like Indian guy that just
Ooh.
Indian guy just runs it.
Walmart now sells the Korean fire noodles now.
Mm.
So-
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah,
doing the
that's
challenges for those. Cameron did one, so go watch him
Yeah,
suffer.
my stomach was fucked up
Mm.
for the week.
Mm.
At least you get
Is
everything
your
flushed
wife
out.
like Jamaican or Asian?
Jamaican.
Like, you're not used to spicy food by now?
Listen, bro. Listen.
That's another level of spicy.
This amount of spice
How crazy
just
is
goes right in the gut.
You
and
know
it
what?
just
This is
boils.
why I think Asian food is trash. Like the noodles is because there's no flavor, so they just mask it with.
Oh, that was all
spice.
heat. That was all heat.
Yeah, it's just all heat. They don't
Yeah.
know what flavor. Oh, it tastes good. Like no, it's just hot. I don't know
No,
what
it
flavor it is.
doesn't taste good at all.
It
It just tastes like
I
crap.
go there. I mean, I go to the
My
Super
stomach
Sands
hurts
because,
thinking about it.
I'm sorry.
Mm. The thing is,
Top ramen's the best.
the thing is, the sauce is not even like pepper shake or anything like that. It's like a thick,
Yeah, it's like a
like
thick liquid.
dark, almost black liquid.
Yeah, the dark
So that should
liquid
already
is-
tell you like what you about to like put in your body.
Yeah, you're about to eat shit and throw it up.
Yeah, so next week I'm gonna do the 2 times spicy, and then I'm gonna do the 4
Why?
times spicy.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I have one
For the
early death.
views.
Do you have good
He's a
insurance?
whore
Is
for
that why you're
views.
doing this?
Who has insurance?
Exactly.
Most people in America don't have
I have a
insurance.
401k that I can't even use. I just look at it like, oh,
Oh,
It's
It's
growing.
there.
and it
it's
goes.
just there, guys. Well,
Anywho, so
Mr. Arpikilla, do you want to take the honors?
yeah, so let's talk about nostalgia.
Oh, God, I live
Oh, like
So,
the stuff that they have. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to ruin anything for watching.
Yeah, so what things do you wish people would bring back?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
As in, like, what?
We talk.
I don't know, foods, freaking
TV
TV
shows.
shows,
It's gone.
people that were murdered. Like,
Jimmy Hoffa. They need to bring him back.
what about John Benet Ramsey?
Pass.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
I mean, she's already alive as Katy Perry.
What about that one that just got killed or hung himself?
Oh, Epstein.
Oh, Juan Epstein. Well, that's just-
Epstein didn't hang himself.
He didn't.
It was the Clintons. I can hear the FBI knocking on my door right now.
Oh,
No, they should have already got, what's that one dude's name? The comedian.
Joe Rogan?
No,
Bill Cosby?
Trevor Noah, he asked on the show. So how'd you guys kill Epstein?
And she laughed. The worst part, that's like, she was friends with him and she's like, oh, ho, ho, like, how you
Wait,
gonna
Your friend
laugh?
just
Wait, who
off
was
himself,
laughing?
but you're here
Hillary
chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Cause like
No, that's
him and
old,
Bill
bro.
were really cool, and he used to go to the
But
island
she's
all the
probably like,
time.
Yeah.
what
To the
time?
island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah,
island
like
that
it was
they-
like an island
Cause-
full
cause
of
her-
like
her
child
wife-
slaves.
Yeah, because the white people they have corny names, so the island was called Phuck Island. So he owned the island. He had an airport
Rogan on the
there.
island.
No,
he
Epstein,
owned it.
bro.
Epstein, my
Epstein
bad.
owned the
Rogan's
island.
gonna fucking kick you in the throat.
And like Bill
Epstein.
Clinton would go there, tons of.
And just
One of the
mad
princes
people.
from one of the British princes.
Oh.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Henry.
Prime
or
Minister?
Henry or Harry or something like that. No,
Oh.
one of the prince.
Prince
Jesus,
Harry?
yeah.
Harry?
What is it?
Remember?
Well, one of
Harry.
them.
Yeah, one of them was like really good friends with him.
Okay.
And like a chick came out and was like she was raped by the prince. And he was like, nah, I never met that bitch a day in my life.
Ah.
And then she pulls out a picture with him, Epstein, and the prince right there in the same picture. And he's like, ah, shit. Okay.
Well, moving on to the next subject.
What the hell's with everybody fucking kids? People in Hollywood, you got politicians.
Because he can't get real women.
Who?
No, like I'm saying, like, what is with everybody
Wanting
like
to be with kids.
wanting to fuck kids? It's like
I
it's
don't
like
know, dude.
like people in Hollywood and politicians.
It's a
like
disease.
Like
It's
ladies
like-
in their
that ain't no
20s,
fucking
there's no
disease.
disease. I've
That's
never seen a
called-
5-year-old man like,
That's called you
damn.
need your
like,
ass clapped. And not like that.
Wow.
If
I
I
don't
say
see.
clap, that means clap.
It's like a up here. Disease.
No, it
Like
ain't. It ain't a disease. It's somebody that need their ass beat to death.
People get their ass beat and still go and choose to do that. So I don't think that.
Yeah, but
I
that's because
mean,
they were
honestly,
beat to death.
once you do this shit to kids, all it does is repeat the cycle.
Pretty much.
It'll never break.
Most of them are
Kids
yeah,
will just think, oh yeah, shit, I gotta pass down the torch because the shit was done to me.
yeah, and if you start listening to like mad at these singers, like Chris Brown was like, yeah, I had sex when I was 8. Charlamagne said the same thing. Like there's mad like celebrities that.
Well, there's
no,
like a lot
granted,
of-
they
Didn't
have.
Gay Rocky
no-
say he's like obsessed with sex and everything too? Because
Yeah,
of
he had
wants
yeah.
to do
So,
that.
but there's two kinds. You can become a sexaholic, like A$AP Rocky and
Bruce
Chris
Cosby.
Brown, or you. Watch with all the subs. We diss him in his face. That's what I do. I hurt his feelings in his face.
Oh.
But and then like yeah, you either do that or you become. Always three things. You either become obsessed with sex, you do what happened to you to other people, or you end up killing yourself. So I mean, it's just the cycle. I mean, in theory, if you were to kill off the people, in theory, it shouldn't.
You have to kill other
continue.
people and yourself.
I mean,
To
there's
end the
already too
curse.
many people here. My stepbrother has a wild theory,
Genocide.
but it would work.
I wanna hear that
he's been
too,
saying,
yes.
he's been saying, well, he told me this when I was 13. He just revealed it to his dad like 2 weeks ago because he was here for like a month. And dad was just looking at him like, where'd you come up with this? I was like, I heard this fucking 14 years ago. You just don't talk to your son. So his thing was that he was like, for population control, and then he was like, there's so many people and like a bunch of just dumb people in the world, period. His thing was like, everyone should have to fight for, you know, their right to live. So what happened, his thing would be like, you'll be like, let's say, locked in a room, and I don't remember if he said like you'll get like a weapon or not, but it's like 1-on-1, whoever like wins is a fight to the death. If you die, you're dead. If you win, you get to live.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, but it's a 1-on-1, and this is when I learned this on the radio. He was like, yeah, just take 10 pounds of 5 or 10 pounds of force to like rip the skin like right here where your throat is, like punch the person. But he's like, but that like it like is a survival of the fittest thing, and it would bring down the numbers because we're close to 8 billion, and we've surpassed the point of like where our food can actually feed the people, because we hit this problem hundreds of years ago, and this guy put nitrous pumped it into the ground, which made things grow faster, and that's why our oxygen now is like actually like 60% nitrogen or some shit. So that's why when you breathe regular oxygen, you get high, your brain can't like really handle it, and like you don't function as well because you're not used to that anymore. But so yeah, his plan was like that, just everybody 1-on-1, pretty much square up, and the winner, if you die, the winner gets to live, the loser doesn't, and that's like a version of population control.
Don't get ideas from me.
What do we get to do with the body?
It's not my idea. Oh, that's him. I guess he never said that. I guess it's be like a government thing. So I guess it's just gonna burn the body. Like you deserve to live. And of course he had like.
Can I keep the body?
This isn't anime. I don't think you're allowed to do that. But no, but he had like stipulations. Like it wasn't. The more you listen to it, it wasn't as crazy as it. I mean, it is crazy, but I was like, okay, what if there's someone with a high IQ? Like no, high IQ people aren't for this. Like you will have the high IQ. I guess if it was a high IQ fight each other, or you just let them go because they're already gonna survive anything happens.
It's called The Purge. They already made a movie.
You're right. I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, but that was just so people would stop raping each other. This is just so they could do it for one night. This was just to like population control.
Oh my god, if they
Yeah, The Purge.
Yeah, the purge is all about population control.
No, it was
But
just
I
stop
mean, don't you
violence.
think that out
And
in the
secretly
world right now there are
Well, yeah,
forms
because-
of population control?
Huh?
Don't you think that out right now in the world, whether we realize it or not, there are forms of population
Only for
control?
blacks and Hispanics, not for like overall, not for the world overall.
Yeah, they don't like
There's a
weed.
shit ton of
I
white
mean,
kids.
but they die by themselves. They die by themselves. You don't have to do much to them, you know?
They're like, the
By your
Phuck It
people.
Show, they're next.
They're next.
Nah.
Yeah, that's
Steve.
him doing his fucking food review.
Eat the noodles. Eat the noodles. You want fire noodles? I'm gonna bring you some fire.
Speaking of which, my dad sent me some shit on Facebook. My dad always sends me fucked up shit.
Alright, so where you get it from?
He sent me this dude playing with, I don't know if it was an AK-47 or something, but he was playing Russian roulette with it.
That's not
Clearly he was
How do you
exactly.
You're like,
Listen, I've never seen
First
the
of all,
top half of someone's head disappear so fast. And he made a gurgle sound after. It was just like,
so I guess I lost.
How do you play
Game
Russian roulette with
over.
Yes.
I mean, the gun was like this. He was like, and he just like fucking.
Flop.
Are you sure it wasn't just a
I'll show you guys the video after we're done with this fucking live stream.
I am not gonna watch that.
I thought you actually hit the camera.
That's what I was trying to do. But anywho, this has been a fucked up episode of the Phuck It Show. Hopefully you like, share, subscribe. Put it in your grandma's Christmas gift this year. You guys got any last words? Want to plug, promote, plug something?
Follow me on my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Valerie
That's
Rondon, and keep on the lookout for new videos. They come up every week. Art Pikilla with his gaming, food, and just general overall himself channels. You can follow him on YouTube too. Ace, you can find Ace on Instagram, Ace_GAC.
You can
right?
also find him at his house. His address is.
Do it. I want more
Eli,
visitors.
where are you on social media? They can find you on Instagram.
yeah, I don't got. I'll be on Instagram like that. I just do it to
so
stalk
beautiful.
people.
You can follow his Twitch. It's DaddyDick17.
I changed it.
Oh my god.
It's
Is
18
Daddy
now.
is Daddy Deep Stroke 47? Look that up.
Okay, look him up. And Mr. Andrew.
Look
where
him
can we
up.
find you? Hey, look him up. That's what you're into. Look him up.
Look him up.
Mr. Andrew, where can we find you?
Everywhere and nowhere.
Okay, well there
All
you
at the
go.
same time.
This has been the official season premiere of the Phuck It Show Season 2 Holiday Special. Thank you so much for watching and joining us. The video is going to be up on our YouTube channel once we are done. Thank you so much for watching, all 2 audience members of you. And we will see you on the next episode. Bye. Say bye, everybody.
Penis.
Bye.
Woo!